When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Hello everyone, welcome to Avon High School and the Lorain County Girls All-Star Games. Calling the first game today, my partner, the play-by-play announcer, will be Wally Minnis. And joining me in the second ball game for tonight will be Chris Coleman. We hope you enjoyed tonight's ball games.
First game, it's the blue against the red. The coach of the blue team, the coach is Angie Chet from Lorain Catholic and Don Collier from Clearview. Starting, or I shouldn't say not starting, I don't even know who the starters are yet. I'm just going to have to wait till they're out on the floor because the coaches weren't sure either. But here is their roster. Shauna Milam from First Baptist. She'll be wearing number 11. Now, Megan Gardner and also Caitlin Whiteman of Lake Ridge Academy were to have been here, but they had already had plans to go to Australia, so they're way down under in Australia. Also not here for the Keystone Lady Wildcats. Ashley Cyrus was elected to play in this game, but isn't here tonight. So besides Shauna Milam from First Baptist Christian playing for the blue team, it'll be Karen Karapesi from Firelands. She's on the team wearing number 12 tonight. Also for the blue team, number 22 from Lorain Catholic, Lisa Sass. Also on the blue team, number 23 from Admiral King, Shayla Gilbert. Also, as well as Megan Ruhr from Brookside wearing number 25. Wearing number 40 for the blue will be Carly Lloyd of Clearview, and wearing number 44, Megan McGregor of Lorain Catholic. Playing for the red team, coached by Grady Campbell of Open Door and Marty Onkoff of Avon. Becky Durst of North Ridgeville, she'll wear number 3. Emily Evans from Columbia, she'll wear number 10. Also Monica Christofferson of Open Door, she'll wear the number 12 red jersey tonight. Allison Martin from Elyria Catholic wearing number 14. Also, Allie Miller from Open Door wearing number 23. Number 25, Kristen Ike of Avon. Number 24 for the red, Erin Kearney from North Ridgeville. Number 30, Maria Schock of Elyria Catholic. And number 32, Claire Holland from Columbia. So that sets the rosters for you as our officials are meeting with the coaches at center floor. And before we get this one underway, I do believe, Ken, they're going to have a presentation of some of the awards for the girls. They'll get individual plaques for being able to perform in this game. Our officials tonight for game one are Jim Moore, also Jeff Toth, and Jeff Fields. So those gentlemen are ready to go. But right now on the floor, just taking care of some business as the girls continue to shoot here in their pregame warm-ups. Again, Chris Coleman will be joining us later on. Our engineer tonight is Kevin Mayer. Kevin's had quite a road with those Open Door Patriots, along with Tim Alcorn, helping call the games from the sidelines with that wireless mic. So
I thought he did a great job doing
that. Oh, he has.
He's a fine person.
Yeah, yes, he is. He's into it, too. I mean, he's excited, I think, as the players and the coaches are of the teams in these high school tournament games. And again, we'll have a game 2 here tonight. And in between games, the announcement of Lorain County Miss Basketball 2003. And again, this is the 19th annual Girls All-Star Night. Ken, I can't remember how far back we've gone and when it turned into a doubleheader evening. It used to be just one ball game, I think, going way back. I can't remember when it turned into a doubleheader, but there are so many good senior girls that they ought to have a chance to play and be recognized. So the Coaches Association did a wonderful thing some years ago and made it a doubleheader.
Well, the year that they did that, I happen to be the president of the organization.
Was it your idea?
Well, not necessarily. I think we toyed with that because we thought, at least I thought, there weren't enough girls, and the same thing with the guys situation. We just didn't feel that there were enough kids that were able to participate. So we thought we'd go to the double games like we're doing, the double header. And it gave an opportunity, I thought, for a lot of the kids in the bigger schools and also a lot of kids in the smaller schools to be able to participate. And then intermingle among those teams and get to know each other, and I think it's worked out pretty well. I don't know how the coaches feel about that yet, or if it's too long of a night or something, but I think it's worked out well.
I guess in this way, the bigger the better. You know, the more the merrier, so to speak. You know, why not? Some things aren't bigger or better if they increase, but in this way, I think it's a good idea.
I know there was a huge and long discussion about that for a few years, and when we decided, do it, let's try it and see what happens, and here's the result of it. And it's been quite a while. They've been going to the 2 games.
Yes, it has. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take this time out. We'll take another break, and we'll be back with more festivities here at the Lorain County Girls Senior All-Star Basketball Doubleheader Evening from Avon High School. We'll be back. Stay with us.
because he was diagnosed with cancer as a baby. Because she was told she would not live to be 9. Because she should have a chance to grow up. Each year, thousands of children learn they have cancer or another deadly disease. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital needs your help to research cures and treat these children, regardless of their parents' ability to pay, because they deserve to dream. Call now to learn more about St. Jude's life-saving work.
Now we're back here at Avon High School after the singing of our national anthem, and while that was playing, we were in the commercial break. But of course, what's happening in the Middle East, it makes you take a closer look of how you feel and just what everything else means. So, well, as great as this evening is, and I think it will be, as we just get it started here at Avon High for the girls all-star doubleheader, with again what's going on in the Middle East, I guess a little bit more important, and we hope everything goes well there in more than one way. Chris Coleman has arrived. He's going to head down to the floor as they hand out some of the individual awards for the girls who are playing in this ball game. And again, the rosters have been depleted just a little bit, but we'll get you caught up on any changes that have been made.
From Lorain High School, number 23, Shayla Gilbert. From Brookside High School, number 25, Megan Rumer. From Clearview High School, number 40, Carly Lloyd. And from Lorain Catholic High School, number 44, Megan McGregor. Coaches for the blue team, from Lorain Catholic, Angie Chet. From Clearview, Doug Meyer. Introducing the players for the red team who will be home on the scoreboard. From North Ridgeville, number 3, Becky Nurse. From Columbia High School, number 10, Emily Evans. From Open Door, number 12, Monica Christopherson. From Lorain Catholic High School, number 14, Allison Martin. From Open Door, number 23, Allie Miller. From North Ridgeville High School, number 21, Erin Kearney. From Avon High School, number 25, Kristen Ike. From Mallory Catholic, number 30, Maria Schock. And from Columbia High School, number 32, Claire Holland. Next team is coached by Megan.
So they're just about concluding handing out the individual awards to the girls from each of these first two teams in this first contest, and we'll just about get ready to go. Be interesting to see who the coaches start here, Ken. I'm not privy to that at this point, but we'll try and go with the flow here a little bit. Again, your officials tonight here in game one, Jeff Fields, Jeff Toth, and also Jim Moore. as the girls get some last-minute instructions from their coaches, and we're just about ready to go on this one.
Wally talked about the referees here. I believe the referees donate their time for these games. At least that's how it used to be. But I'm sure, you know, again, keeping with tradition, they're donating their time for these two events.
A good point, right? They're out here, and they'll get a little exercise for their efforts anyway, won't they, Ken? But that's nice of them to donate their time. I'm sure they're busy men, too. But they were able to come here tonight to Avon and at least control this basketball game in an official sort of way. So there's the buzzer. It calls the girls out to the center floor, and let's just see who's going to be starting in this one. The red team comes out first. One of their starters will be Claire Holland from Columbia. One of the other starters will be Erin Kearney from North Ridgeville for the red team. Also Becky Durst of North Ridgeville starting for the red team. Kristen Ike of Avon will be jumping center circle with Megan McGregor of the blue. Megan's from Lorain Catholic. And we're just about ready to go. Toss is up, and the blue team controls the opening tip. Is in the backcourt. Megan Royer from Brookside gets it. She's in between the circles, stops the dribble. Up to the top of the key to McGregor. McGregor stops right of the lane, gets it back out to Ruhr. Ruhr left side. Let's get that girl as soon as, I believe that's Shauna Milam.
I'm trying to get her numbers here, too.
From First Baptist. We haven't been able to see it yet. Also on the floor for the blue team, Carly Lloyd of Clearview. McGregor has it left of the lane, puts up an 8-footer off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for. Lloyd picks it up and puts it in. So Carly Lloyd from Clearview with the first two of the ball game. Blue leads at 2-zip. And Becky Durst of North Ridgeville will bring it up on the dribble for the red team. Durst drives to the right side. Inside it goes. And that will be Emily Evans of Columbia with the basketball. Back to Durst. Pass goes into Megan Royer of Brookside. Back out to Durst. Durst will put up the 15-footer off the rim and glass, no good. Rebound put back up and no good by the red team. That was Kristen Ike, and the rebound goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the red team.
Hey, Wally, for all that ball movement going on down there for the red team, you wouldn't think that these girls are just getting their first opportunity to play together tonight. It looks like they've been practicing for quite some time. There was some crisp passing through traffic.
And there was a nice inbounds pass there, Chris, as we were talking, and up and in with the basket goes Claire Holland of Columbia, and she was fouled. I don't know if they're going to go up on the board with a number here or not, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not sure who that was on. But you're right, Chris. They were well schooled. Marty Onkoff and Grady Campbell, the red coaches, at least early on, had the girls passing the ball to the open girl, and it paid off in a 2-point basket there. So we're tied at 2. Back with it is the blue team. On the baseline is Lloyd. Back to Lloyd in the corner, up to McGregor from the free throw line. Off the rim, won't fall, no good. It comes off, and the rebound by Durst of North Ridgeville. Durst on the dribble in between the circles. Durst pass to the free throw line to Ike of Avon. Kristen shot put up over the rim, no good. Rebound put back up and no good by Holland. Fought for from going out of bounds, and taking it out of there for the blue team is Megan Royer of Brookside. To Shauna Milam for First Baptist on the blue team. They're going to the basket to our right, by the way. The red basket to our left here in the first half. Carly Lloyd has it. Carly from Clearview way out on the right wing. Inside pass, it goes to McGregor. McGregor puts a shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound put back up and in by Lisa Sass.
Nice rebound.
Yep,
Good
Sass
job.
from Lorain Catholic getting her teammates missed there, and it's 4-2. The blue team leads. Durst with it, the red team. Inside pass it goes. Knocked down is Emily Evans from Columbia for the red, and the ball taken out of there by McGregor for the blue team. Megan, right side pass to Carly Lloyd. Cross court pass it goes to Royer, to Sass, back to Royer. Cross court pass again on the right side to Lloyd. Inside it goes to McGregor. Her shot put up, no good, but she was fouled by Becky Durst.
You know, Wally, Chris mentioned the passing by the red team. I think the blue team's doing a good job too, and usually if these teams have any practice time, maybe they get an hour, maybe if they're lucky 2 hours, maybe twice, 4 hours total before they get to play in this game. And again, if you haven't played basketball for a while, 2-3 days, if you haven't been in it, you lose your sense of a lot of things.
It takes a while to get in sync. You're right. You heard that ball clang off the rim as McGregor missed both free throws. Of course, those rims and baskets mic'd by Journey Around Music. Kevin Mayer has installed them here, and you can get the sounds of the game. We thank them over at Journey Around Music. Greg Dempsey. Shot by Durst for the red team, put up on the other end, blocked by McGregor of the blue, and here comes the blue team. Shauna Milam with the basketball. Passes it out to Lloyd up top as they play a perimeter game to McGregor. To Megan Ruhr from Brookside in between the circles. Guarded out there by Evans. Inside pass to Carly Lloyd. Carly spins around, puts one up too hard off the glass, no good. The rebound by Becky Durst. I think that's her third or fourth rebound already. Durst from North Ridgeville for the red, basket to our left. Up top it goes, back out to Durst. To Kearney, ball fought for, still fought for. Kearney has it in the lane, her shot put up, no good. Rebound put back up and no good. And the blue back with the rebound, they lead it 4-2.
Dare I say the referees are letting the girls play tonight, Wally.
Yes, they are. Shot put up, no good. And here they go. And I think as they get more into a flow, Ken, it probably is going to go up and down a little bit quicker. And we've reached the 3:59 mark. We have this automatic built-in timeout, so we'll take a break too. Here from Avon High School, we'll be back at the Lorain County Girls Senior All-Star Basketball doubleheader. Back here at Avon High School, Wally Minnis along with you, Ken Pogachar, Chris Coleman, Kevin Mayer. Lorain County Girls All-Star Basketball doubleheader, 4-2, very low scoring in the early going. Shot put up from the three-point line, off the rim, no good, and that attempt by the red team was from Allison Martin, so it goes back to the blue. Allison from Elyria Catholic in the game for the first time. Also in the game for the first time from Open Doors, Allie Miller. And for the blue team, bringing it up is Karen Karapesi from Firelands on the dribble. Karen right side pass goes to Lisa Sass. Lisa on the entry pass to her teammate Megan McGregor. Shot blocked out of there. I think Durst got a hand on it. Great block, and it's back to the red team. They trail it 4-2. Also Maria Schock from Elyria Catholic in the game for the first time. Erin Kearney from North Ridgeville. Shot put up left of the lane, good.
Nice
Kearney
little
ties
shot.
it up.
Very
Yep.
nicely done.
Her first two were tied at 4. Shayla Gilbert walks with a basketball. Shayla from Admiral King, and what a tournament run they had, only to lose to the Southview girls at Admiral King in the district championship over at Westlake. So the turnover on the blue, it goes back to the red team. The inbounds pass from Monica Christofferson of Open Door into the game for the first time. Over to Martin from Elyria Catholic. To Kearney of North Ridgeville. Shot put up, no good by Christofferson. The rebound taken out of there by the blue team. Almost a steal in the backcourt as Christofferson knocks it away, but it'll go back to the blue team. On the floor for the blue, Karen Karapesi of Firelands, Megan McGregor and Lisa Sass from Lorain Catholic, Shayla Gilbert from Admiral King, and also Carly Lloyd from Clearview. On the floor for the red team, Allison Martin and Maria Schock for Elyria Catholic. The blue has it. Shayla Gilbert inside pass to Lloyd of Clearview. Gets it to Sass. Sass puts up a 10-footer off the rim. No good. Rebound. Schock of Elyria Catholic. Ball stolen out of there, though, by Sass of Lorain Catholic to McGregor. Megan couldn't control it. It'll go back to the red team. So besides Martin and Schock from Elyria Catholic on the floor for the red team, also Monica Christofferson of Open Door, as well as Allie Miller of Open Door, and Erin Kearney of North Ridgeville. And the pass gets away from Christofferson out of bounds. It'll go back to the blue team. We're still tied at 4-2, 21 left here in the first quarter.
Having a little rash of turnovers now, and I guess that's to be expected when you don't have kids playing on the same team. They're not used to each other.
Yep, they're not anticipating the moves and where their teammate's going to be, where they think they're going to be, and pass it in that direction. So Gilbert with it. For the blue up top, the key back into Sass to Gilbert. She'll try a long shot, and good. They say her foot was on the line, and just a 2. I believe.
2 points.
Nice shot, though. Shayla Gilbert from way outside. That's her strength. 6'4". Blue back up on top. Red with the basketball. Allison Martin's pass to Erin Kearney. Aaron to Christofferson inside to Maria Schock. Maria lost the basketball in the lane and picked out of there by Karapesi of Firelands. Karen on the dribble. Karen down the floor. Stops and puts up a little 8-footer. Short, no good. Rebound by the blue team, though, Carly Lloyd. Back out to Karapesi. She's wide open. Going to take one from the free throw line. Shot is good. She had a little room. They gave her too much room.
Wide open, yes. Nicely done.
Karapesi with her first 2, and it's 8-4 blue. We've got a timeout red. So we'll take this timeout with 1:23 left in the first. The blue 8 and the red 4 here in their first game of the Girls All-Star Basketball doubleheader from Avon High.
Hey, buddy, Cam. Check out Tracy. She's so amazing. Hey, John, man. Chill. Let us sleep it off.
You know what, guys? It's time to go. I'll meet you downstairs. Go, go.
Hey, Joe, what's up?
Turn that thing off.
Marijuana. Yeah, sure, it's harmless.
We're back at Avon High School in the first quarter still of our first basketball game, the 19th annual Lorain County Girls All-Star Basketball Night. It's been held here at Avon now the past few years. With it, Becky Durst back in the game from North Ridgeville for the Red. They're down 8-4. Maria Schock does a turnaround 10-footer off the rim, no good. The rebound by the Blues, Shayla Gilbert. And up to Megan Ruhr of Brookside, who returns to the ball game. Ruhr's pass intended for Gilbert, knocked out of bounds by Durst. So it goes back to the Blue. And Ken, in this game, I haven't really been able to decipher the defenses. They're not allowed to play a zone, or they have to go man for man in these games.
Well,
you know?
At one point in time, it was man-to-man, but the red team was down here playing, or the blue team rather was down here in the zone a little while ago. So I'm not sure what the rules are anymore about playing playing defense.
They may
really
have
thought it was
changed
man-to-man.
They may have changed it. So Carly Lloyd out of the game for the blue team, and so Karen Karapesi takes a seat next to her for the blue. Back into the game. Ruhr, her 16-footer inside the arc, off the rim, no good. Rebound by the red, Becky Durst again. I think that's her 5th rebound. Durst, long lead pass ahead. Nice steal by Ruhr for the blue team. She goes back the other way. 35 seconds left. Ruhr stops, puts up a 3-pointer off the rim and glass, no good. Gilbert with the rebound, put it back up and in. Shayla Gilbert with 4, leading all scores, and it's 10-4 blue. Red hasn't scored for a while here. They need a basket. Durst has it. Becky goes baseline, cut off there by Ruhr. And she's going to try it again all the way underneath. She put it up and fouled, I think, by Megan McGregor.
Boy, she had a nice little offensive move there, took it back to the corner and came back to the basket. Nicely done.
Well, the girls just kind of automatically assumed she was going to stay outside. She brought it back in. You're right, Ken. And the foul does go against McGregor, her first. Durst's first free throw, up and in.
Now, Becky seems like a take-charge guy on the floor, you know, a take-charge person.
Yep.
So expect to see that probably the rest of this ball game from her.
That one off the rim, as you heard it, no good. Rebound, Gilbert. Yeah, Durst has really kind of taken control in this game so far. On the fast break, Milam gets fouled from behind on the shot. She was all the way underneath the hoop, and the foul's going to go against Maria Schock of Elyria Catholic. Her first. So the first free throw on the other end was made by Durst. That is her first of the evening. And now Shauna Milam from First Baptist will try to get into the scorebook. 10-5, 9 seconds left here in the first quarter. Milam's first free throw up, no good. She'll try and make good on this second one. Let's see how it sounds. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Durst again of North Ridgeville. Lots of rebounds. We're down to 3, down to 2. They're going to have to hurry. Gilbert knocks the ball away. Shot put up by Martin on a prayer, no good. And that's the end of the first quarter. We've played 1 here in the first game of our doubleheader. The score, the blue 10, the red 5 at the Lorain County Girls Senior All-Star doubleheader. We'll be right back. They're about ready to get the second quarter underway here at the Girls All-Star Basketball Night at Avon High. The blue team leading the red at 10-5 here at the half. Leading the blue in scoring, Shayla Gilbert with 4. Karen Karapesi of Firelands with 2. Also Lisa Sass of Lorain Catholic with 2. And Carly Lloyd of Clearview with 2. For the red team, Erin Kearney of North Ridgeville with a basket. Claire Holland of Columbia with a basket for 2. And Becky Durst with a free throw for 1. So back with it. Kearney for the red team. Gets it inside. Shot put up, no good by Ike of Avon. Rebound put back up and no good by Holland of Columbia. The ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to go back to the blue. So on the floor for the blue with the ball is Lisa Sass as she brings it up across the midcourt stripe. Sass picked up there by Kearney. To McGregor on the right side, back to Sass. The 2 Lorain Catholic teammates play catch. To Shayla Gilbert of Admiral King, a long 3, no good. That won't be the last 3 that Shayla will put up tonight. She is a good 3-point shooter. Just give her that rhythm and she can make it. The ball knocked out of bounds by the red team. It'll go back to the blue. Inbounds pass to McGregor. Megan's shot put up no good, but she was fouled by Maria Schock, who those 2 girls met a couple of times during the regular season when LC and EC played. Thank you.
Wally, you mentioned rhythm a little while ago. You know, if the girls haven't been playing basketball for a while, those long shots, you know, you could try them, but if you're not in that rhythm and if you don't have that touch, you don't have that feel yet, you know, you lose it a little bit. It's just off center or hits the front of the rim or you pass it, throw it too hard and gets the back of the rim. So it's a little finesse shot at this point for the people that like those 3 points.
Gregor made both free throws for the blue team. They now lead by 7, 12-5. And we got a walk on the other end by the red team as Erin Kearney took a step or slid the pivot foot. So the red team having a little bit of trouble here, trying to get into its offensive system. It's Marty Onkoff and Grady Campbell, their respective coaches, will try and figure something out here. Back with it, the blue team. Sass from Lorain Catholic to McGregor of LC to Ruhr. Megan of Brookside, 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound Milam of First Baptist as Shauna brings it out to Sass. Lisa sets and gets it back out to Ruhr, who'll try a 3. Good, and she was fouled. A chance at a 4-point play.
I'm not so sure that the ball was deflected just enough to make it in the basket, to get it in there.
It made it a good shot,
yes,
didn't it,
it
Ken?
did.
I do think that there was a bit of a foul now. They may have gone up with it, and not sure who did get a hand in there, but nonetheless, Ruhr has a chance at a 4-point play here. Megan, the senior from Brookside. Free throw, though, is no good. Rebound taken out of there by the red team and picked up by Emily Evans of Columbia for the red. Evans passes it across to Kearney. Underneath it goes. Shot put up, no good. Maria Schock the rebound. Maria's shot put back up and in. Maria Schock with her first 2, and it's a 15-6 ball game. With it, Sass of Lorain Catholic for the blue to Megan McGregor, to Shauna Milam, back out to Megan Ruhr. Now to Shayla Gilbert. Shayla open for the 3, right wing. She drives in, goes baseline, gets cut off. Back out it goes to Ruhr. Ruhr bounce pass to an open Lisa Sass. Lisa puts up the 12-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound out of bounds, off the red, back to the blue.
What I'm impressed with so far, both teams, a lot of people are taking different shots. It's not just like 1 or 2 of the players, but they're passing the ball around and looking for open people. That's very impressive.
Trying to get everybody involved, and Megan Ruhr impressive as she just throws an off-balance shot in off the glass. She has 5 to lead all scorers, and it's 17-6, the blue over the red. Ruhr with a 3 and a 2 here in the second quarter. Pass into Schock, left in the lane. Schock back out to Kristen Ike of Avon. Kristen's shot put up, short, no good. Rebound out of there by Holland of Columbia for the red. Ball knocked away by the blue. So the red will maintain control. Now Carly Lloyd for the blue back in, as well as Karen Karapesi. Shayla Gilbert of the blue and Shauna Milam from the blue, and First Baptist will sit down. And inbounding the ball will be Emily Evans from Columbia for the red team. Emily's pass stolen away by Megan Ruhr. Here comes Ruhr down the floor. Megan on the dribble, drive, shot put up in off the glass. She has 7. And a big 19-6 lead by the blue team. The red needs some points in a hurry to climb back into this. Kearney of North Ridgeville now to Holland of Columbia. Shot put up and off the rim, no good. Taken out of there by Allie Miller of Open Door, and Rebound by McGregor of Lorain Catholic for the Blues. And they're back with it. They're looking for more. Karapesi drives inside the lane, puts one up from 10 feet, rattles in and out, no good. Rebound battled for, picked up by Ike of Avon, and here comes the red team. Kearney from North Ridgeville for the red, into the lane. Bounce pass, right side it goes to Holland of Columbia for the red. Holland on the baseline, cut off by McGregor. Shot in the pass inside, I should say to Kearney. Shot put up wildly, lost it, no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it belongs to the Blue. 4:52 left here in the second quarter. And I believe we'll have another substitution. Shauna Milam comes in the game, and Megan Ruhr of Brookside will sit down. Here at the new Avon High School, built about 4 or 5 years ago, Ken, and now they have the boys and girls all-star games from here. Shot put up and no good by Sass on the right side, and the ball goes off the blue, and it'll go back to the red.
Do you remember the first game they did here?
I sure do. The boys played Lorain Catholic.
And
it was a warm, early December evening, and the air conditioning system, or at least the ventilation system, broke down in here, and it had to be 90 degrees and 90 degrees humidity. It was just something, 90% humidity, just really hot like a sauna bath, Ken. So I take it you were here, you remember?
Well, what I remembered, didn't the fire alarm go out? And we had to evacuate the building, too.
Right, I think the popcorn
20
machine.
minutes or, yeah, something
it burned
happened.
the popcorn, and
something happened with the popcorn machine or something in the concession stand.
So then we went outside, but thank goodness it was warm outside.
It was warm.
And it was a little bit cooler, though, than it was in here, so in a way it wasn't a bad thing. Well, we've had a couple of misses on each end, and the Reds got it back. Ike for Avon puts the shot up, no good. Shot and the rebound taken out of there by Karapesi from Firelands for the Blue, but her pass ahead was too wild, and now we've made it to the 3:57 mark, and Jeff Toth blows a whistle. We'll have an official's timeout, so we'll take this timeout. We've reached the halfway point of the second quarter. The score, the Blue 19, the Red 6, here on our Girls All-Star Basketball broadcast. Well, we want to thank Lorain Medina Rural Electric. Boy, not only did the Wellington girls team have an outstanding season this year, but the boys team, a very, very good year. And we thank them once again. Back to action for the Red. Allison Martin of Elyria Catholic puts it up, no good. But for Columbia and the Red team, it's Claire Holland who puts it in. Holland, I should say, with the basket for 2. She has 4.
Claire did a nice job, Wally. She rebounded but was stuck under the basket, so she had enough sense to dribble, come out, and they take that shot. That was a tough shot.
And the Blue turns it over on there, and then the Red turns it right back over as Durst couldn't get the pass from Martin. Right, Holland with a good offensive move for the last Red basket, but
yes, it was.
Now back on defense, and the Blue gets it back as Milam will inbound it. Shauna to Megan McGregor. McGregor's pass too far, but Karapesi from Fireland saves it from going in the backcourt or out of bounds, and Karen with the dribble now stops in between the circles. Her bounce pass gets away from Carly Lloyd of Clearview and taken out of there by Christofferson of Open Door. Megan had it knocked away and out of bounds.
Wally, I'm going to go back to that ball that Karen just kind of ran down the court. The thing I liked about it, when she was going to it, she caught it. She didn't dribble it right away. She caught it, and she was able to save her dribble and use it again.
Got the ball under control, too.
Yes.
Durst gets the inbounds pass. Becky's three-pointer for the Red up, no good. She ends up getting the loose ball rebound to Maria Schock underneath. Maria fouled by Milam from First Baptist. Yeah, sometimes when you chase those loose balls right, you have just the tendency, especially if no one's around you, just to start the dribble as it's up in the air.
So many kids do that anymore. Instead of just running it down to catch it and control it, they, like you say, they dribble it right away, and then sometimes they lose that dribble because they're being defended so closely.
Maria Schock at the free throw line for the Red team. Maria from Elyria Catholic missed the first one. The second one off the rim, no good. And the rebound by Lloyd from Clearview. So here comes the Blue team. They enjoy a 10-point lead, 19-9. Again, game 2 coming up for you. Chris Coleman will do the play-by-play duties on that one. And in between games, Lorain County missed basketball. Well, for the Blue team, Megan McGregor had a shot put up. I think she thought she was fouled. The ball didn't make it, so the Red gets it back. Shot put up by Allison Martin, no good, but her teammate, Schock of Elyria Catholic, put it up for the Red, no good. The lid's on the basket for the Red team, and the Blues got it back. Milam from First Baptist slows it down. Pass on the left side to Shayla Gilbert. They challenge her to take the long three-pointer, but Shayla says no, not this time. To Karapesi. Karen's shot put up off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped away out of there, and the red has it. Monica Christofferson with it. Monica from open door stops. Tried to get a shot off, couldn't. Then a bad pass, and Carly Lloyd of Clearview intercepts it. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first half.
Carry the ball.
Didn't call it, though. McGregor, a long three from way outside, no good. Rebound out of there by Martin of the red team. Allison had the ball knocked away, but taken out of there by Holland from Columbia for the red to Martin, and here they come up the floor. Allison still on the dribble, stops at the free throw line, put it up, no good, but she was fouled. That'll be the 4th team foul against the blue team, 4 against the red also. And again, as Ken Pogachar mentioned at the onset, if you missed it, that the officials out here tonight in both of these games just donating their time. That they do this, and they're to be commended for that. I'm sure the Coaches Association enjoys that. Allison, the senior from Elyria Catholics, first one up and good. Allison Martin's first point, and it's a 19-10 ball game. Now Karen Karapesi goes out for Firelands for the blue, and Megan Ruhr from Brookside for the blue replaces her. Allison Martin gets set for her next free throw. That one's a perfect swish, as you heard it.
Boy, I heard
in the nets.
Swish.
Right through the nets. Thanks to Kevin Mayer, our engineer, and Journey Around Music, and Greg Dempsey over there. So 2 points for Martin on the free throws, 19-11. Sass with it for the blue, brings it across into the front court to Shayla Gilbert. Long three-point bomb off the rim, no good. Rebound Lloyd from Clearview. Carly's shot put up, no good. Rebound by Sass from Lorain Catholic for the blue, up and in. Lisa
Great
Sass
offensive rebounding by the blue team.
with her second basket. She has 4, 21-11. Durst with it from North Ridgeville. Her pass, a little wild, but picked up by Holland of Columbia. Claire on the dribble still. Gets it out to Christofferson from open door for the red. Inside pass to Schock. Schock had it stolen away by McGregor, and then Schock tried to wrap up McGregor, and she's going to get called for the foul. That'll just be the 15th foul.
Maybe they remember each other going at it during the regular seasons, you know.
I think they do.
Get back at each other a little bit.
Especially come time when they're seniors, having played maybe 3, 4, who knows, maybe even more years than that against each other going back to grade school. So the blue back with it. Down to 52 seconds left. Gilbert with it. It's going to fire a 3 from up top. Shayla's shot no good. The rebound taken out of there by Gilbert.
Good,
Stolen
awesome.
away from Schock. The pass to Ruhr. Megan's going to try another 3. In and around, no good. Rebound by the red by Christofferson. Here comes Monica on the dribble. Monica triple team, had the ball stolen away. Taken out of there by the blue. Ruhr to Gilbert. Up ahead to Lloyd. Down to 30 seconds. Pass intended for Gilbert. Knocked out of bounds by Durst of North Ridgeville. So back to the blue it goes, and Megan Ruhr of Brookside will do the honors, and bounding it on the sideline here. Ruhr to Lisa Sass. Lisa has a twin sister who played for Lorain Catholic, Kathy, who's down in the stands
She's
watching.
sitting right here in front of us.
I saw her earlier. Shayla Gilbert with it. We're down to 16 seconds. A long 3 by Ruhr up, no good. Rebound by Lloyd as the blue keeps getting the rebounds. Down to 10 seconds underneath to Sass, and Lisa puts it up and in.
Very nice pass.
Down to 6, down to 5. The red has to hurry. Durst with it. Durst takes the 3 from the right side up, no good, and that is the end of the half. So we played 1 quarter, you might want to say, of our entire evening, 1/2 of this first ball game, and the score, the blue 23 and the red 11 here at Avon High School at the Lorain County Girls All-Star Basketball doubleheader.
It was interesting, Wally. The blue team stayed on the floor the whole time here. They were mingling with the crowd a little bit and with some of their friends. The red team, they went into the locker room. I mean, this is serious business for the red team.
That's right.
They've got a lot of strategy, I guess, to look at here.
And when you're down 12 points, Grady Campbell, the open door coach for the girls, and Marty Yankoff, the Avon girls coach, said, hey, we got to do something about this. Jeff Toth down on the floor. One of the officials says we're ready to go here. Again, Jeff, along with his partners here tonight, Jeff Fields and Jim Moore, the officials tonight. Don't forget, open door basketball again, 10:30 State Farm Insurance pregame show on Thursday as they take on Marion Local, Maria Stein, Marion Local, and our special tomorrow night, a Patriots March. Very apropos name for what ought to be a good show from 6 until 7 tomorrow night. Before Ohio State basketball tomorrow, the Buckeyes in the NIT against Georgia Tech. You'll hear that one right here. Tonight you'll hear Cavs basketball. They're in Dallas. That'll follow our second broadcast. So we're underway. The blue team basket to our left here in the second half. Milam gets the pass inside of McGregor. Outside it goes. Shot put up and in by Ruhr for a two-pointer. Almost another three.
Very nice shot.
Megan Ruhr, she has 9 to lead the way for the blue team. They're up 14. Becky Durst with it for the red team from North Ridgeville on the left side. Up to Erin Kearney, her North Ridgeville teammate. Pass it goes to Claire Holland. Claire tries to find a space to shoot from. Does. The shot no good. Actually, that was Emily Evans from Columbia. Claire Holland also here on the floor for Columbia. The rebound by the blue team, though. Shauna Milam. Shauna, pass to McGregor. Megan's pass underneath to Sass. Sass loses it out of bounds and back to the red. Our next Indians exhibition broadcast comes your way Thursday afternoon at 12:59 as they're in Kissimmee, Florida to take on the Houston Astros. You'll hear them Thursday, Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon on WEOL. Friday against Boston, Saturday against Detroit. Shot put up by the red by Emily Evans of Columbia, no good, and the rebound by the blue team. They maintain that 14-point lead. Boy, I don't know what the Reds got to do, Ken, to find some offense here. Just having a tough time. Like you said, it is difficult. They haven't really practiced a lot together. They haven't played maybe for 3 weeks or a month, so it's not easy, is it?
Wally, to me, the blue team looks a little quicker out there. They're handling the ball better, like they had better passing, better shot selection, and the blue team just looks smoother. They just look a little smoother out there than the red team.
And we have a held ball on the floor. It'll go back to the red on the alternate possession.
You know, I know the blue team is understaffed. They only have 2 people on the bench right now, and I think that might give them another advantage because when you're in the ball game, you know, you're with the ball game. You're in the flow of the game where the red team's got to do some substituting, and you bring in 5 more players, and that might hinder them a little bit.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, too. They may be a little bit more tired, the blue team, at the end, but they get more of a chance to play. McGregor for the blue puts one up off the rim, no good. Back to Milam from First Baptist, a 3 off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound by the red team, taken out of there by Allison Martin from Elyria Catholic for the red, knocked away by, well, they're going to say it goes off the red, out of bounds, back to the blue. Not much going right for the red team of Marty Yankoff and Grady Campbell here. With it, Carly Lloyd of Clearview for the blue, and McGregor from Lorain Catholic for the blue team. Then Milam picks it up. I think they let her get away with a walk there.
A lot of walk on that one.
Lisa Sass put one up for the blue, no good, but I think she was fouled there by Kearney of North Ridgeville for the red. So Lisa will shoot free throws. And Lisa Sass, the senior from LC's first one up, in and out, no good. It rattled the rim. Lisa will try and hit this one. Off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound taken out of there by Evans from Columbia for the red. To Durst. They need some points in a hurry. To Kearney, no foul.
No foul.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Now there is a foul underneath as Claire Holland tried to put it back up and in, and she'll shoot some free throws. Foul on Lisa Sass from Lorain Catholic, and Claire Holland, who has 4 points to lead the way for the red team, will try to hit both of these free throws. First one on its way. It falls in there. You heard that one, and Claire will get a chance at a second one here. Dribbles at the line, lets it go. That one too short, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Lloyd of Clearview, and here comes the blue team. Basketball, Milam from First Baptist, Shauna to McGregor. McGregor out to Ruhr for a 3, off the rim, no good. Round taken out of there by Evans for the red from Columbia. Ahead to Kearney, now to Durst. Kind of a fast break underneath the Holland shot, put up and in, and she was fouled. Well, that's how to run an offense, Ken. That worked.
Well, red team did a nice job of getting the ball off the board and getting the ball down the floor on a fast break. It's probably one of the first ones we've seen all night.
Yes, it is. So Claire Holland now with 7 points, 7 of the 14, half of the red team's points. Now Lloyd will sit down as well as McGregor for the blue team. Karen Karapesi from Firelands is back in. And also back into the game is Shayla Gilbert. Shot put up by Holland, can't get the 3-point play, no good. Gilbert with the rebound. Shayla to Ruhr, back to Shauna Milam. Milam from First Baptist, open for the 3, top of the key, short, no good. Back to the red team as it goes out of bounds on the baseline.
Threes are not easy to shoot when you haven't been shooting them for a while.
Got to put a little bit more oomph in it, some more extra effort. A little bit more strength needed, obviously, with the longer distance. Now double teamed is Holland. She gets away, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound by Evans, her Columbia teammate, up and in. Emily Evans breaks into the scoring column, her first 2. So it's a 25-16 game. They have it down to single digits here. Blue back with it, Shayla Gilbert on the left side. Shayla from Admiral King stops, has the ball knocked away, picked up by Milam from First Baptist. Shauna's shot bounces twice off the rim, no good. Rebound by Sass, shot up, no good. And the rebound by Holland from Columbia. Here comes the red team on a bit of a run. And Holland in the front court got knocked over, or I should say Durst did, and the foul's going to go against the blue, but only their 3rd team foul here.
Red team is making a run here, Wally. Whatever they said at halftime is paying off on the floor now.
Durst with a 3 for the red. That's good.
Wow.
Ken, you had that right. Becky Durst has 4 now, and it's 25-19. Nice shot by Durst from the left wing. Down to approaching the halfway point. We'll get a stop and play here. Shayla Gilbert's 3 for the blue, no good. And the rebound taken out of there by Durst of North Ridgeville. She's had a ton of rebounds. And they're going to blow the whistle here and take this stop and play at the 4-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. So we'll do the same. The score, the blue 25, the red 19, here at our Avon High School venue. The Lorain County Girls All-Star Senior Basketball doubleheader will be back.
When I was a kid, I dreamed of becoming the best. Of course, I do more than dream. I make plans for what's going to happen to me in the future. I actually got up and did something about becoming a champion. I went out and worked hard. I trained very hard. I always have to get a new resolve to get better and new goals. There's a lot of constructive things that you can do. I don't have to mess around with the drugs because I know it's not good for me. And it's not good for anything that I do. Drugs kill dreams. It's just not worth it. But it's always, you have the choice. You have to make the best one.
25-19, the blue over the red here as we're in the 3rd quarter, halfway through here at Avon High. First game of our girls all-star basketball doubleheader. I want to remind you that both of these games, including the Miss Basketball presentation, will be seen on WLCS Channel 20, Cable Channel 20 in Lorain. Joe Bach tells me he's not sure what the schedule is next week, but it will be on more than once. Rebound taken out of there after a blue miss. Picked up by the red. Maria Schock in and around and back in again. Maria hits one on the run. And for Schock, that's 4 points, and the ball stolen by the red. Put up, no good by Christofferson. They've cut it now to 25-21. Down to a 4-point game. You're right, Ken. Whatever they worked halftime-wise, strategy-wise, it worked.
My guess is, Wally, I don't know if they really worked on X's and O's and strategy, maybe a little bit, but I think the coaches probably appealed to their pride. You know, hey, you're playing against kids you used to play against in the regular, you know, look what they're doing to you. So-and-so is doing this, so-and-so is doing that. Come on, girls, let's get with it here. I think they appealed to their pride.
Well, that strategy worked. Whatever it was, that psychological strategy to fire them up a little bit, to dig deep down inside and play better. Christofferson with it for the red. A basket can pull them to within 2. Durst with it for North Ridgeville to Ike of Avon. Kristen had the ball stolen by Gilbert from the blue team. Shayla of Admiral King will bring it up herself. Down to 3 minutes left here. And Carol Yankoff bringing up more good stuff for us from the hospitality room here at Avon. Shot it up by Gilbert, no good, but Shayla was fouled. Wow. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you.
It's great. I think we're good. We have it. We're talking to Carol Yankoff, asking us if we want anything else. Ken, how do you like that?
Well, I don't know how we're going to eat this.
I'm not sure either.
We're too busy here.
Lots of timeouts. We can take a break.
Let's call timeout, yes.
Joe Box
Maybe
says just call a lunch timeout. Shayla's first free throw up and good. Shayla Gilbert from Admiral King for the blue with 5. Line to the left, and Shayla will try to make it a 6-point lead again for the blue. That one perfect. You heard the swish, and Shayla has 6, 27-21.
That's a pretty sound. I like that sound. Swish, whoosh.
It's nice. And again, courtesy those sounds with our microphone backboard of Journey Around Music. Greg Dempsey on Route 20, across from Value City in Elyria. Shot put up, Karen Karapesi of Firelands a 3 for the blue team on the other end. And that gives her 5, and it's a 30-21 game. So they did cut it to 25-21, but now the Blues run off 5 straight, and they almost had another turnover. They do. Carly Lloyd of Clearview picks it up as the Red got just a little lackadaisical with the basketball. Back with it, the blue. Megan Rohr of Brookside to Shayla Gilbert of Admiral King. Shayla looking for some room on the right side. Picked up by Schock. Shayla's pass underneath to Lloyd. Nice pass, shot, no good though. Just wouldn't fall for Carly. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the blue.
Well, that was an excellent bounce pass underneath. Unfortunately, Carly was just in a bad spot. She again was underneath that backboard and had to come around to the front of it. It was a tough shot, but a good effort.
Well, they say actually the Red will get it. The blue knocked it out. So with it, Aaron Kearney of North Ridgeville. Kearney into Schock from Elyria Catholic. Turnaround jumper from the lane. No good. Too short. Picked up out of there by Kearney. Kearney's pass intended there for Allie Miller from open door out of bounds back to the blue. 1:47 in the third. 30-21 the blue. Pretty much has led throughout in this one since they made it 4-2. With the pass, the blue underneath. Carly Lloyd, nice dish and assist that time by Karen Karapesi.
Very nice.
Firelands.
A 2-on-1 break. Nicely done.
So for Lloyd, that's 4, and it's a 32-21 game.
Oh.
Ike shot blocked in there by Lloyd. Then she put up an air ball out of bounds, and it'll go back to the blue.
Carly Lloyd block. I think she should have been called for a foul on that play.
She got more than the basketball, you're saying?
Yes.
We'll inbound it here, down on the right side of the floor. The blue has it as Shauna Milam's back in the game from First Baptist with the dribble. Pass up ahead to McGregor. McGregor all the way to the hoop on the drive. Picked up by Ike. Ike played good defense, but then the rebound was by Gilbert, and Shayla was fouled, so she'll shoot a couple of more free throws. It's team foul number, well, the board has 2. I think it's 3, and Shayla to shoot free throws. Off the front of the rim, no good. Ken, that's not such a good sound when you clank the old rim there.
Not that sound, not at all. Maybe this will be a good one.
No, that one off the rim too. She made her last 2, missed those 2. Then Lloyd got the rebound and she was fouled, so she's going to shoot a couple. Foul against Kristen Ike of Avon. Team 4th foul, and Carly Lloyd, the senior from Clearview, to shoot. That one clanged off the rim, no good. Carly says, well, let me give it another try here. Toes the free throw line, takes a dribble or 2, and here it comes. That one off the back and then caught the front of the rim and fell through.
It kind of like died up there and just fell in.
Yeah, it did. It's like she threw a knuckleball up there. It just didn't go anywhere. So back with it, the red team. Shot put up by Aaron Kearney of North Ridgeville, no good. The blue with the rebound. Carly Lloyd, who's had a strong third quarter. 33-21, they lead it. Shayla Gilbert with it. Shayla, pass into traffic, lost it, but got it back. Shayla looking for somebody free. Dribbles, still on the dribble on the left wing. Gilbert outside the arc, now swings it up top between the circles. Right side to Sass, back to Gilbert, open for the 3. She'll shoot that. Milam's going to shoot one inside the arc, no good. Shauna's shot, picked up the rebound by Ike from Avon, down to 35 seconds. Ike tried to get it ahead to Kearney, knocked out of bounds by Sass. It'll go back to the red team. So Kearney to inbound it to Schock. I should say that's Christofferson from open door. Monica's shot, the ball knocked away. Schock picked it up from Elyria Catholic. Outside to Ike. Ike back to Christofferson. That ball stolen away by Gilbert and kept it in bounds. Ahead though, Ike on defense, and she steals it away. Ike from Avon. Kristen then got wrapped up. Alternate possession will go back to the blue team. Down to 15 seconds left here in the third. Going to want to remind you, open door in Maria Stein Marion Local State semifinal basketball this Thursday morning beginning at 10:30.
What a great experience for those high school kids.
Isn't it?
It's just so hard to explain. If you've never been there, it's just so hard to explain.
Inbounds pass, Lloyd to McGregor. Turnaround jumper across the rim, no good. Rebound out of there by Kearney. They got to hurry, down to 6 seconds. Now Allie Miller sees time on the clock. Allie looking for someone open to Kearney. Over it goes to Christopherson. They're not going to get a shot off. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, the blue maintains the lead, 33-21 over the red. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here on our high school girls all-star basketball matchup. Back here at Avon High School, just getting the fourth quarter underway. The blue in control, 33-21. Back with it, the red and Allison Martin from Elyria Catholic into the game. Her lob pass too far for Claire Holland of Columbia, but the blue knocks it out, so to go back to the red. Ken, we were just talking in the timeout there how long Open Door really has been in existence basketball-wise. And their principal, Daryl Dunkel, told me today, it's been since 1984, he believed they were sanctioned by the OHSAA. 84. Shot put up, no good by the red. Rebound, Holland of Columbia. Her shot back up, no good. And the rebound out of there, Shayla Gilbert controls it for the blue team. Now to Milam. Shauna Milam will dribble it down the right side. Over to Megan McGregor. She'll try a long three and hit it. Megan McGregor, who really not known for her three-point shooting.
Megan's been trying to shoot that ball all night from inside her low post position and hasn't made one, and shoots the three-pointer out here. Go figure.
Yep. Just showing she can do it. And the ball stolen away almost by another Lorain Catholic player, Lisa Sass. We have a held ball on the floor on the sideline, and it's going to go back to the blue. They lead it 36-21. They have scored the last 11 points, as it was 25-21. They cut it down to 4 to the red team, their deficit. They've trailed all game, and since then again, the blue has just picked up the pace. Coached again by Angie Chet and Don Collier. Carly Lloyd of Clearview with it to Lisa Sass of Lorain Catholic. Over to Milam from First Baptist. Shauna's shot up, no good. Rebound, Maria Schock had it stolen away by Carly Lloyd. It's going to go out of bounds off of Lloyd, back to the red. This basketball will be announced in between ball games. I think our Chris Coleman, who's got the wireless mic, I think Chris will do those honors here this evening, and then unless he wants to get up here and get ready for the play-by-play, and maybe I'll be down there. We'll see how we work that
Wally,
out.
I'd be more than happy to be a party to this, as we had about a 3-car collision right here in front of the red team's bench, and Marty Yankoff and I right down here.
Chris, does Marty have any strategy to get back in this ball game, do you think?
I don't know. I'm going to have to ask him here at the next opportunity.
Okay, we'll watch for Chris with head coach Marty Yankoff of Avon. We've gone back and forth here. No points is scored. With it, the blue team, Shayla Gilbert to Carly Lloyd in the right corner. Lloyd guarded by Emily Evans of Columbia there for the red team. Ahead to Allison Martin of the red. Allison all the way down the floor, had the ball knocked away. Stolen by Sass for a moment, off of Lisa, out of bounds, back to the red.
Well, that was a great effort by Lisa, sprinting down this floor, almost full court, and almost stealing the ball.
Exactly.
Nice job.
Right, and it prevented an easy basket by Allison Martin from Elyria Catholic. So the red will inbound it as soon as Jeff Toth, the official, hands it over to Allison Martin. Jeff does now. Allison looking for someone, gets it inbounds to Durst. Becky will put one up inside the arc, off the rim, no good. Rebound by the blue team. Megan McGregor up to Shayla Gilbert. Shayla stops the dribble in the backcourt, gets it to McGregor. McGregor dribbles around, tried to get it inside to Lloyd, picked up by Durst, then the ball knocked away out of bounds. I have no idea who that one went off of. And Jeff Fields and also Jim Moore look at each other and they say, I think it went off the red team, give it back to the blue. So Shauna Milam inbounds to Megan McGregor. McGregor looking for some space to throw it up. Didn't get it, but got the rebound. Then it got out to Carly Lloyd. Lloyd had it knocked away by Martin. They roll around on the floor, and finally the whistle blows for a held ball. Alternate possession back to the red. Now back in for the red will come Kristen Oik of Avon and also Erin Kearney of North Ridgeville. Out goes Maria Schock. And also Allison Martin will take a seat. the two Elyria Catholic players for Ed Dolinar during the season, Schock and Martin. Durst is going to inbound it here to her North Ridgeville teammate Kearney. 36-21, the Red with the ball, but they have the deficit. They've got to do something in a hurry, Ken.
Well, they do. They're running out of time with 5:30 left in the game.
With it will be Evans. Emily's shot from Columbia up no good by the Red. Got her own rebound, followed it well, put it back up again. That one no good. Picked up by Ike. Her shot no good, but she's going to go to the free throw line for two.
Well, the effort's there. 3 shots at the basket. Unfortunately, nothing went in. At least we get the red team at least gets a free throw now out of this deal. So that's important at this point in the game for them.
Right, Ike needs to hit 2 of them. See how it sounds here as we turn up the basket mics. Up off the back of the rim, no good. Again, this game can be seen next week on cable channel 20 in Lorain, WLCS. Joe Bach here filming it, taping it, I should say. It'll be on next week. Ike's next one, that one no good. Rebound. McGregor has it go off her hands, out of bounds, back to the Red. Down to 5:18 left here in the fourth. 36-21, no one scored for a while yet. The Red inbounds it. Shot put up, Kearney, no good. Block, picked up by Ike of Avon. Ike shot put up and in. Kristen Ike with her first 2. 36-23. Karen Karapesi of Firelands with it. Karen on the dribble, holds it up. Stops in between the circles, inside pass to McGregor, outside to Sass. Puts one up from 10 feet on the run, no good. And the rebound out of there by the Red team. It's Emily Evans with it to Kearney of North Ridgeville. Kearney pass to Ike underneath, nice pass, it goes. The shot by Holland, no good. Put it back up again, no good at Holland. Rebound saved almost from going out of bounds, but off of the Red, back to the blue.
Red team is just having troubles trying to get the ball in the basket. They did pretty well there in that third. Oh, yes, they have. It's just not falling for them. They did well in that third quarter for a span.
Right, they pulled it within 25-21, but since then, the blue has vaulted back out. They lead it by 13. With it, Megan Ruhr of Brookside. Inside pass, Sass had it go off her hands. Picked up out of there, and finally by Kearney. Aaron will dribble it down. Aaron to Durst. Durst of North Ridgeville. 3 off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound by Milam from First Baptist for the blue.
She might have even been fouled after the shot.
Milam's pass too long and out of bounds for Sass, back to the Reds, so they'll get another shot here. And we're going to take, well, the Red team takes a timeout. Our Chris Coleman's going to get in the huddle, I think, with Marty Yankoff. So let's hear what they have to say down there.
Well, Coach, congratulations, first of all, on being named again to coach in this All-Star game tonight.
Oh, thank you very much. It's always an honor and a pleasure to coach these young ladies.
What do you need to do here in the next 4 minutes and 10 seconds to get yourself back in the ball game, make it close at the end?
We need to get a few baskets underneath. We seem to keep missing those little ones. We need a couple steals, couple turnovers, and some quick baskets.
Seem to be pretty relaxed and restrained. Grady Campbell, the head coach here from Open Door, he's been standing up and down, jumping up and down, pacing the sideline the whole game. How do you manage to do it?
Well, you're only allowed one coach up, so I'm the quiet one tonight, and Grady's the guy that's up. Grady's the head coach, so we let him up, and it's his first opportunity, so he's running the show.
Seems like you're all having a whole lot of fun tonight.
Oh, it's a great time. These are wonderful young ladies, and we just enjoy doing this.
All right, Coach Yankoff, again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, guys.
Hey, thanks, Chris. You know, maybe you should tell Marty, Chris, that maybe Grady's younger than he is.
I was just going to ask Chris to say that for me.
Not that Marty's that old, but I think Grady's probably got a few years younger.
Let the young guy do the jumping around,
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's got to be that way. And the old veterans, you did the jumping around when you were young,
well,
right?
Yeah, delegate authority, you know, let the younger people do the work.
With it, the Red team. Durst, inside it goes. Christofferson's shot put up no good. Monica from Open Door, and the rebound goes off of Christofferson, back to the blue. Exactly 4 minutes left in this one. Long pass ahead for the blue to Carly Lloyd. Only one back. Maria Schock for the Red. Lloyd dribbles around her. Shot put up no good, though. Rebound by Martin from Elyria Catholic for the Red. And here comes Allison on the dribble. Martin stops, puts one up inside the lane, and hit it. Allison Martin has 4. and it's 36-25. Well, that's the beginning of the rally. Martin steals it for the red. Her layup, that one's good. So it's a 9-point game, 36-27. Back with it, the blue. Megan Ruhr of Brookside with it. Ruhr double teamed at the time stripe, but gets it over to Karapesi from Firelands. Karen dribbles in the lane. Shot put up, bounces off, no good. Here comes the red. Kearney, long lead pass ahead to Christofferson. Christofferson's layup is good. Her first points. They've scored 6 straight, and they've cut it to 36-29. Chris, maybe that was good strategy for you to talk Marty Onkoff. They did rally right back.
They've done a pretty good job so far, as it looks like they're going to make some substitutions and make sure that they keep themselves in control here. They're only down 7, 3 minutes to play. Plenty of time.
I'll tell you what, we'll take this 30-second timeout. We'll be back from Avon High School right after this.
Hello, I'm Chief Sal Rivera.
And I'm Officer Michael Failing.
This year, the Lorain Police Department, in partnership with the Lorain City Schools and the Morning Journal, is introducing an exciting new program called Do the Right Thing. The purpose of the program is to publicly honor and recognize kids who display proper behavior and proper attitudes.
You can pick up a nomination form in your local city school or in the Lorain Morning Journal. Let's fill out those nomination forms so we can honor the kids who do the right thing in the city of Lorain.
Back here at Avon High School, Wally Minnis along with Ken Pogachar, Chris Coleman, Kevin Mayer, as the red team is making a comeback charge. They're only down 7 now, 36-29, Ken.
Well, Wally, Chris mentioned there's 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in this game. I'm wondering now if the blue team has a fatigue factor that's going to settle in here.
We'll see. Long lead pass ahead to Milam of the blue. Shauna tracks it down. Her shot put up, no good. Rebound the red. Red picks it out of there as Allie Miller of Open Door gets it to Maria Schock. They need a ball handler, though, with the ball, and they finally do get it over to Allison Martin. Allison dribbles in. Shot put up off the glass, no good. Schock had the rebound, back out, picked up, and put back in by Erin Kearney of North Ridgeville. Aaron's second basket for 4, 36-31, back to a 5-point game. Ball knocked out of bounds in the backcourt. It'll still be with the blue.
I think, Wally, you know, that fatigue factor, the blue team's tired. They don't have, they only have 2 substitutes on the bench to come in. And these girls have been running the floor pretty much the whole evening here. So that ball gets a little heavier. You can't throw it up maybe as quickly as you could at the beginning of the game. It's, you know, it's one of those things. You just haven't practiced. You're not in shape.
Exactly. The breathing becomes a little bit more stressful, a little bit more strained out there. With it, Lisa Sass back in the game from Lorain Catholic for the blue to her LC teammate McGregor. Megan shot put up, no good, but it got her own rebound. Back out to Sass. Sass puts one up off the glass and rim, no good. Rebound by Lloyd, back up and in, and that breaks the Reds' 8-0 run.
Big basket by the blue team.
Carly Lloyd, she's got 7 now, 38-31. Back a three-pointer by Martin. It gets stuck in between the glass and the rim. And I think we're going to need either another basketball to knock that out or a broomstick, because that thing is lodged in there pretty well.
Well, that's
Kevin
something
Mayer,
you don't see every day.
Our engineer can jump that high. Kevin, you go down there and knock that out of there. I think now they're going to get something, but you don't see that.
Where's Coach Yonkoff now when we need him? Get up there, Coach.
Well, now that always brings up the interesting quandary. What actually happens in a game when that precise thing happens? They call a jump ball on that. So the blue team will get the basketball back on alternating possession. So it's kind of a tough break for the red team. It was a wide open attempt at a triple, and it got lodged in between the backboard and the hoops. So the red loses possession here. A lot of smiles and laughs going on. And I guess you'd only smile about it in a game such as this.
Right. The blue does get it back as Jeff Fields knocked it out with another basketball. Shayla Gilbert against full court pressure now by the red team. Inbounds it to Ruhr. Gilbert gets it back. Shayla on the dribble. Up to Sass to an open McGregor. Megan puts one up from 10 feet. No good. Got her own rebound. Put it back up and in. Big basket there by Megan McGregor.
That was a big basket.
She
nice
has
passing
7
too by the blue team.
And the blue team steals it again. So after that run, the blue team has scored 4 straight points. 40-31 they lead it. We're under 2 minutes. Shayla Gilbert open for the 3. Up and off the rim, no good. Rebound knocked in by the red to the blue. Ruhr puts it up from Brookside. Making shot no good. The rebound by Christofferson of Open Door. Christofferson's pass to Martin, knocked away, but picked up by Schock. Schock to her teammate from Elyria Catholic, Martin, whose layup was no good. The ball knocked out of bounds by the blue. Gonna go back to the red. 1:30 left in this one as Karapesi and Milam come back in. Ruhr and Lloyd take a seat. As Lloyd gets congratulations from her coach, Don Collier. He had a smile on his face. Inbounds pass it goes to Martin. Martin had the ball knocked away and stolen by Sass from Lorain Catholic to Milam. Now to Gilbert in the backcourt. Well, they don't have to score now, Ken. They're up 9. 40-31. Ball thrown away, though, by the blue and out of bounds.
No, they do not have to score, but they
in
need
an
to take
all-star
care
game,
of the ball.
Yeah. I guess in an all-star game you want to score.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. But I've been impressed, really. I said this at the beginning. Both teams are passing the ball. You know, that's impressive to me, having coached in an all-star game, because sometimes you get a group of kids, they just want to do their own thing, honestly, you know, but these girls out here are passing the ball. They're looking for the open person, and they're doing a nice job.
Inbounds pass to Ike. Ike's pass just ahead. Ball saved from going out of bounds by Gilbert of the blue team, and they'll come back with it.
Now, if they take care of the ball, they could run down the whole clock here.
Karapesi has it knocked away by Martin. Now it's a hot potato on the floor. Who's got it? The red picks it up as Holland has it. That ball knocked away and out of bounds. And who are they going to give the ball to? I guess the blue team. Under a minute now, 56 seconds. It looks as if the Blues going to hang on to win this one. With the ball, Sass to Milam. She'll shoot a long three off the rim, no good. Rebound by Martin. And here comes the red team.
4-on-1 break.
Martin ahead, the ball knocked away. And now we have a tie up underneath, picked up by Martin, put it up, no good. Got it back, shot put up, no good by Ike, and the rebound by the blue team. Down to 32 seconds. Sass with it. Sass over to Karapesi. Karen out to Gilbert for the three. Shayla shot, no good. Rebound by the red team. Martin tried to get it ahead to a wide open player, and that's Holland from Columbia. Her shot no good. We're down to 12 seconds. Rebound put back up by Emily Evans and in. Emily with 4, and it's 40-33. We have a timeout with 12 seconds left. They didn't put the basket up on the board yet. Should be 40-33. Nonetheless, I guess Grady Campbell over there and Marty Onkoff going to give them one last bit of strategy, and that'll be it. I guess they're going to tell them to foul right away, although even if they do, they're not even in the 1-and-1 bonus yet, so that wouldn't do them any good.
It wouldn't do them any good.
They'd have to foul. They have to foul 3 more times to get them there.
And with 12 seconds, there's just not enough time.
So maybe they're just going to tell them to play it out. So the other blue team has already entered stage right as they come in from the concession area and the cafeteria area here at the new Avon High School. Shayla Gilbert will inbound for the blue. They're up 7. Gilbert's long pass ahead to Milam. Milam did a good job of saving it, and then 2 girls knock into each other on the side. The blue will intercept it. Karapesi has it. Karapesi over to Milam. Milam had the ball go off her hands and out of bounds with 4.4 seconds left. And this will be it for the red. Maybe one last desperation shot here. Ike inbounds it. Ball knocked away, stolen by the blue team over to Milam. Milam for a 3, had a block, get up back, put it up, and off the rim, no good. And that is the ball game. So the first half of our girls doubleheader is over, and the score, the blue over the red, 40-33. We'll take this time out, and we'll be back from Avon High School, and we'll let you know how this in-between proceedings will be going. As far as Miss Basketball, we'll give you the individual scores in this ball game, and we'll have more for you right after this. We're back here at Avon High School, and in between games as the blue wins the first one 40-33, and now we're going to have some individual awards. Chris, maybe if you could get the mic up there.
I'd love to. Absolutely.
To Marilyn Simon, who's doing the public address announcing here.
And the Division I Coach of the Year from Midview, Kim Kaufman.
So now they hand out Coaches of the Year awards here in Lorain County. Kim Kaufman of Midview gets it for Division I. Christina Jackson got Player of the Year in Division I.
And in Division II, the Player of the Year, Jessica Fraley from Keystone.
So Jessica Fraley is Division Player of the Year. In Division II, she gets the award from Ed Dolinar.
And the Coach of the Year from Avon Lake High School, Amy Manco.
Coach of the Year, Amy Manco, as you heard Marilyn Simon say. Amy, of course, so much success at Avon Lake.
In Division III, the Player of the Year from Avon High School, Trista Barnhart.
Trista Barnhart here on her home floor at Avon. Division III Player of the Year gets the award from Ed Dolinar.
And the Division III Coach of the Year from Wellington High School, Ron Claddy.
And Ron Clady, or Claddy, as Marilyn said, Division III Coach of the Year. Of course, Ron doing a great job over there at Wellington.
In Division IV, Player of the Year from Open Door Christian Academy, Amanda Rowe.
And Amanda Rowe, Player of the Year from Open Door in Division IV. Gets a nice congratulatory handshake from her
And Coach of the Year in Division IV from Lorain Catholic High School, Angie Chet.
Division IV Coach of the Year, Angie Chet, who coached in that first game.
And of course, and Wally, we did miss it, but Christina Jackson from Southview was given the award for Player of the Year in Division I.
And we're just going to that commercial timeout. Of course, Christina will be playing in that second ball game. And now, well, we'll just wait and see what the proceedings are. Maybe if we do have a time to give you the individual scoring that first game, we can do that. As they bring the microphone out on the floor, does Marty Yankoff, the Avon coach. So we'll just maybe wait and see what Marty does. He talks with Ed Dolinar, the Elyria Catholic coach there at center floor across the way from us in front of the scorer's table. But well, we'll just wait and see. Here's Ed Dolinar.
We'd like to make our announcement for Miss Basketball, and we'd like to introduce Kathy Fernandez from Coca-Cola.
So Kathy Fernandez of Coca-Cola, who was on that committee, by the way, Ken, with us there. And we have a lunch at Spring Valley Country Club, which is always very nice. So Kathy's going to make the announcement here as she gets the microphone from Ed Dolinar, and our Chris Coleman's down on the floor.
I am here on behalf of Elyria Coca-Cola to present a special award to an outstanding individual. For over 30 years now, Coca-Cola has honored the top student athletes of the Lorain County area. The award given to honor these individuals in football is known as the Golden Helmet Award, and in basketball is known as the Mr. Basketball and Miss Basketball Award. These awards are one of the most prestigious honors a high school senior athlete can achieve. They honor individuals that not only excel academically, but also athletic ability. The award winners are capable of going on to participate in sports at a collegiate level. As I said earlier, I am here tonight to present a special award. This individual averaged 15.9 points and 11.2 rebounds per game. Not only did she excel on the court, she also excelled in the classroom. She is a member of the National Honor Society. At this time, I would like to present the 2003 Coca-Cola Miss Basketball Award to Christina Jackson.
Well, there you have it. Division I Player of the Year, Christina Jackson, receiving the Miss Basketball Award from Lorain County.
Chris will try to maybe get a few words from Christina.
Christina, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Talk about the feeling there as you're getting ready to play this second game. They're introducing a lot of good players from around Lorain County here along with you tonight, and you walk away with the hardware. How does it feel?
I'm just excited to play in one of my last games. So I'm still going to the state all-star game, and I'm also excited to hold a great title that a lot of good athletes have had, and I'm just happy that I was able to get it.
Three seniors on this year's team, Sasha Simmons and Christina Shuka and yourself. A great year for the Southview team, getting to regional basketball play as well.
I'm just so happy that it happened my senior year. You know, like, I'd rather out of all the years, I'm just happy that it happened this year. And I'm just excited to play today, and I'm happy that I got this. I mean,
one more.
I'm just excited.
One more game here in Lorain County, and then the state all-star game for you. College plans, where does that look for you right now?
I'm not sure. I'm worried about like my major and everything. I'm trying to see what suits me best, so I still need to make some visits with college and make my final decision.
So, but you will be playing basketball wherever you go.
Yeah, most definitely.
Christina Jackson, congratulations and good luck to you as your basketball career, and thanks for taking the time to talk with us tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, good luck in the second game. There you have it, gentlemen. Christina Jackson of Southview High School.
Chris, very good. Right, a well-deserved award. She was a great player and really helped Mark Feldman's team do it all, at least making it to the regionals again for the first time for them in their school history. Just outstanding, and one very happy young lady, as she ought to be. So congratulations to Christina Jackson. Very good. And Chris Coleman, we thank you very much. And Chris and I are going to trade seats here in just a little bit. Chris, what I'll do, we'll go over the individual scoring from the first game in just a moment after a timeout, and then we'll get on as, well, we still have a ways to go before Game 2 gets underway here at Avon High School. Again, congratulations to Christina Jackson, Lorain County Miss Basketball 2003. And we'll be back from Avon High School right after this.
Mom, Dad.
You were miserable parents. I snuck out. You caught me.
I lied. You knew. I pushed.
And you pushed back.
Invaded my privacy.
My privacy.
I hated it.
I hated you.
Why couldn't you leave me alone?
Just leave me alone.
I thought you were the worst parents in the world.
I thought you were the worst parents in the world.
Thanks.
We're back at Avon High School, and again, Lorain County Miss Basketball 2003. The award has just been handed out, and a very well-deserved winner tonight in Christina Jackson from Southview High School of the Lady Saints. And again, she had a lot of great competition for that award. Christina comes up, like Chris says, with the hardware, with the fine trophy, and the recognition forever in this 19th annual Girls All-Star Basketball doubleheader here at Avon High tonight. In the first game, it was 40-33. The blue led throughout. They took a 4-2 lead. Never were headed, even though the red team cut it down to 25-21 and 36-31 on a couple of occasions. The blue manages to win this one. Shooting for the red team overall, leading in scoring, Claire Holland of Columbia. She had 7. With 6 points, Allison Martin of Elyria Catholic. Then a number of girls with 4 points for the red. Becky Durst of North Ridgeville. Emily Evans of Columbia also with 4 points, along with Erin Kearney of North Ridgeville and Maria Schock of Elyria Catholic. With 2 points, Kristen Ike from Avon, and also Monica Christofferson of Open Door. So that closes out the scoring for the girls from the red. For the blue team, leading the way in scoring, Megan Ruhr. Ruhr hit a 3-pointer and had 3 other baskets. She had 9 points. 2 girls with 7, Carly Lloyd of Clearview with 7, and Megan McGregor of Lorain Catholic with 7. Megan hit a 3-pointer. With 6 points each, Shayla Gilbert of Admiral King and Lisa Sass from Lorain Catholic. And with 5 points, Karen Karapesi from Fireland. So that does it for the scoring, and once again, a good overall first game. The blue beats the red 40-33. This game coming up, I would say there'll be a little bit more scoring. We'll see what happens. So what we'll do now, we'll take this time out. We'll send it back to the station, and our engineer, Terry Howell, back there to give us a little news update and also a weather. Do want to say, though, that Lorain County Miss Basketball, the presentation of the award, has been brought to you by, again, the Southview Athletic Boosters. Join the Southview Athletic Boosters and support their program. Students first, athletes second. So again, our final score in game number 1, 40-33, the blue over the red. Again, we'll take this news and weather timeout, and we'll be back for game number 2 here at the 2003, the 19th annual Lorain County Girls Senior All-Star doubleheader. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Avon High School as we are set now for Game 2 of this Lorain County Girls Basketball Coaches Association Senior All-Star Basketball game. It's Game 2 of 2 tonight. In Game 1, the blue team beat the red team by a score of 40-31. A pretty solid contest as they're introducing the teams from the red team and the blue team. We'll have another blue and red matchup here tonight. Let's go over the starters and the members of each team again as we did earlier. Michelle Jordan from Wellington starts off the Royal Blue squad. Lindsay Seawright is also from Wellington. They'll be joined by Avon's Trista Barnhart, Lorain County's leading scorer this past year. Megan Martinez of Lorain Catholic, Lucille Hulsman from Wellington. 3 Lady Dukes on tonight's squad for the blue team. Illyria's Allie Vargo will be joined by Mallory Moran of Avon Lake. Casey Crowther from Amherst Steel. Amanda Rowe from Open Door. And from Admiral King High School, Heather Salva and Jamie King. Scott Terry of Keystone, Mike Walsh are the coaches for the blue team. For the red team, from Clearview High School, it's Christy Tolve. She'll be joined by Southview's Christina Shuka and Vermilion's Courtney Frederick. Lorain Southview has Sasha Simmons, along with Midview's Adrian Semrau and Jarita Evans from Oberlin. Christy Engel of Brookside will team up with Lindsay Ottman and Christina Jackson. Lindsay Ottman's from Vermilion, Christina Jackson from Southview. She is Lorain County's Miss Basketball 2003. Charlisa Deloney of Clearview and Lauren Davis of Vermilion round out the roster for the Red Club. Kim Kaufman from Midview and Mark Fellman from Southview are the coaches in tonight's game. Want to let you know that tonight's officials are Tom Ballantyne, Mark Novak, and Larry Reardon. Larry Reardon was assigned most recently to the girls' state tournament. He officiated a Division II semifinal game. So congratulations to Larry. Ken, as a coach of many years, you know for an official to get to do a state tournament game, they have to be around a while and do a pretty good job to get that kind of an assignment.
Larry's been around for a while, I know that, but Larry's also a very, very good official. And the fact that he was down there and did the game and he was appointed to that game is a credit to him. He deserves it.
We just want to let you know that this is the first of, this is actually the second of 3 basketball games on WEOL tonight. Again, we had game 1 of the girls' all-star doubleheader on WEOL. We have game 2 coming up here in just a few moments. Tonight, we will join the Cavaliers in progress as the Cavaliers are in Dallas to take on the Mavericks. Not Reunion Arena anymore, it's American Airlines Arena in Dallas. We'll join Joe Tate with the call of that one. And then tomorrow, it's more basketball. We start off at 6 o'clock with a Patriots March. We follow Open Door to the state high school basketball tournament in Division IV. We'll preview their visit, and they will play Marion Local from Maria Stein, Ohio on Thursday morning. But also Wednesday night, Ohio State opens up National Invitation Tournament play as they face the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Open Door again against Marion Local at 10:30 on Thursday morning in the Division IV state semifinal. We're getting set now for the opening tip in game 2. Into the center circle will be Amanda Rowe for Open Door. She'll jump here against Courtney Frederick from Vermilion, and it's quite a size disadvantage as even though the red team did win the toss. And right off the top, it's Adrian Semrau from the top of a key for a 3. No good. Rebound Heather Salva. Salva from Admiral King is joined by Michelle Jordan from Wellington. Here's a 3 in the air from the left side. It's no good. Shot was put up down there by Lucille Hulsman. Rebound on the play, though, followed up by Jordan. And it's 2-0 in favor of that blue team. The blue team is the visitors, moving from left to right on their radio dial. Is coming right back the other way was Charlisa Deloney with a layup. Charlisa from Clearview, she now has 2 on the board, and the game is tied at 2. Back down the other way again, a lot of fast action. It's Heather Salva now with 2 back down the other way, and Ken, things are moving pretty quickly here.
Boy, they're really quick in this ball game.
4-2 in favor of the blue squad. Shot up, no good by the red, rebounded by Salva. Salva's going to alternate hands on the dribble. She takes it across the forecourt, ahead to Barnhart, who lays it in. She's fouled. Fouled pretty hard, too, but Barnhart missed the layup. She's going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
Chris, I'm really anxious to see, you mentioned the big kids in this ball game. I'm really anxious to see when Salva and King are in there together against Semrau and Christina Jackson. Those 4 going at each other should be very, very interesting and fun to watch.
Well, Trista Barnhart from the line to the right hit the first free throw. Her second attempt is up and good. So just like that, Trista Barnhart now with 2 points. And it is 6-2 in favor of the blue squad. Red team comes right down. Christina Shuka turn around to Semrau. Her turnaround jumper's no good. Rebounded by Amanda Rowe of Open Door. Over to Michelle Jordan from Wellington. Jordan dribbles down into the right-hand corner where she's double-teamed. Bounce pass to Silva. Shot blocked by Semrau. To Christina Shuka across the timeline. She's got Jackson on her wing. She misses the layup. Jackson loses the rebound now. Loses the rebound to Allie Vargo of Elyria. Vargo dribbling with the left hand along the far side baseline. Takes it all the way down into the corner where she's trapped by Courtney Frederick of Vermilion. Pass back up top to Jordan. Over to Salva, back inside to Vargo. Vargo's going to get it back out to Michelle Jordan, and Jordan will reset. Cross-court pass to Salva. Salva, one bounce, tries the layup off the bottom of the rim. No good, not out of bounds. It was knocked out of bounds by Christina Jackson, and the blue team will retain possession. Michelle Jordan inbound under her own basket. 5:52 to go, first quarter. 6-2 the score for the blue team as the red steals the inbounds pass. It's Christina Shuka. Bounce pass to Deloney, and she lays it in. Charliza Deloney with 4.
That was a beautiful bounce pass. Very nicely done.
And Christina Shuka showing good court vision there at 6-4 in favor of the blue team. Steal down at the other end, it's Deloney. Deloney ahead to Jackson. Jackson doesn't have numbers. She'll take it all the way. Spin move. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Michelle Jordan. Jordan running ahead of the game, trying to throw the long lob. But Trista Barnhart and Heather Salva were in the same place at the same time and both went for the lob. It'll go out of bounds. A turnover, and entering the game now for the blue team is Lorain Catholic's Megan Martinez. Courtney Frederick into the forecourt. Tries a bounce pass to Semrau. Goes through Amanda Rowe, but Semrau retains possession out to Deloney on the right wing. Back inside to Frederick. Bounce pass into Semrau. Hook shot, no good. Rebound blue. Martinez into the forecourt to the top of the three-point arc. Bounce pass left wing to Allie Vargo. Vargo has it knocked out of bounds by Christina Shuka. We're glad you could join us here on WEOL tonight. Chris Coleman, Ken Pogachar, Wally Mintus. Our on-site engineer is Kevin Mayer. Terrence Howell back on the board at WEOL Studio Control as we bring you this girls all-star basketball doubleheader from Avon High School. Inside, Trista Barnhart, shot, and it's good, and she's fouled. Trista Barnhart, Lorain County's leading scorer this past year. She has 4. She'll look for 5 at the line as she got a hoop and harm.
Well, her form on that play was very, very nice, and I could see why she's been the leading scorer in Lorain County. Very nice shooting form.
And she hits that free throw. Barnhart now with 5. They have not told us who the foul was on. According to the scoreboard, now we have a foul back at the other end. And it'll be on Barnhart. So Barnhart gets her first personal. 9-4 the score now in favor of the blue team as the red team will inbound under their own basket. Shuka goes far side to Courtney Frederick. Back up top to Charliza Deloney. The running one-hander is no good. Rebound tapped out to Megan Martinez. Martinez is going to try to lead pass for Vargo. It'll go off her knee and out of bounds.
Martinez had the right idea. It was a nice pass, just a little bit too long for the receiver to catch. Good idea, though.
You get the feeling, Ken, that both these teams really want to run.
Yes, they do.
And Deloney will rise up and try to hit a triple. She misses, gets her own rebound. The follow is no good. And rebound again by Amanda Rowe from Open Door. Ahead to Salva. Salva lob pass down into the right corner for Trista Barnhart. Barnhart's pass back up top is stolen by Christina Jackson. Jackson guarded by Martinez. Has the ball poked away and she'll be fouled. And at the 4-minute mark, the foul comes at just the right time. At the 4-minute mark, time for substitutions and this radio timeout. We'll be back with more basketball here on AM 930 WEOL. Welcome back to Avon High School. Chris Coleman, Ken Pogachar, Wally Mintus here with you. As during that timeout, as the teams made some wholesale substitutions as well as took a break, Christina Jackson went to the line and split the pair of free throws. So Christina Jackson with her first points on the game. And we are now looking at a 9-5 score in favor of the blue team. So the blue will take possession underneath their own basket to inbounds for that blue team. We'll get a number here real quick. It is Casey Crowther from Amherst Steel. Crowther in the ball game, as is Jamie King from Admiral King. She just took the shot. It was no good. Rebounded down low by one of the Vermilion standouts. It was Lindsay Ottman. Down below. As Lindsay Seawright collects a foul. Down underneath, the red team takes possession, and here with the basketball is Lauren Davis as Davis hooks it up and in. Now, Lauren Davis with her first points, and it is 9-7 in favor of the blue team. Here's Crowther. Trying to drive the lane, penetrates, running jump shot, good. Casey Crowther into the scorebook with her first bucket. 3:20 to go here, first quarter, 11-7 blue team in this Lorain County Girls All-Star basketball matchup. Driving the lane now is Christy Tolvay into the game, and she runs, gets a whole lot of Jamie King. She falls to the floor, the basketball comes loose. Martinez flipped it ahead, and it was going to be a scrum underneath the other basket as we're going to have a shooting foul here against the red team. Being called for the foul on the red is going to be Christy Tolvay. Christy will pick up her first as Crowther tried to drive the lane, and she was fouled underneath. A lot of action there underneath.
Jamie King down here is like a stone wall. She got run into and didn't even blink.
Jamie King with excellent position down there as Crowther hits the first free throw. Casey Crowther from Amherst Steel. She's up here shooting two. Her second free throw is up, and it is good. So Crowther now with 4, and it is 12-7 in favor of the blue team. Christy Tolvay quickly up to the forecourt, loses her dribble, but gets the ball out to Sasha Simmons from Southview. Simmons back up top to Tolvay. Inside to Lauren Davis from Vermilion. Spin move off the backboard, no. Rebound, Lindsay Ottman. Ottman's follow, no good, and it's rebounded there by Lindsay Seawright from Wellington. Seawright ahead now to Mallory Moran of Avon Lake. She's in the game running the point. Back inside to Seawright. Seawright finds nothing. Out to Moran. Moran for 3 around the rim. No good. Rebound round to Lucille Hulsman. And Hulsman gets the rebound and the putback. 15-7 blue team. Lucille Hulsman with 2. As into the game now for the red team was Christy Engel of Brookside, and she has it taken away by Jamie King. King ahead to Moran. Moran trying to take it all the way down, and Christy Tolvay poked it out of bounds.
Nice job defensively by Tolvay. That was a good job.
Didn't get faked at all by the head fake. Moran tried to head fake and go to the hoop. Quick inbounds to Jamie King. King with a shot, no good. Rebound, Christy Tolvay. Tolvay trying to take it herself, coast to coast. Tolvay pulls up, loses the dribble, and the ball goes out of bounds back to the blue club. Inside of 2 minutes now, 1:58 to go in this first quarter. Thank you very much for joining us on AM 930 WEOL. The team is second of 2 Lorain County All-Star girls doubleheaders. They're ahead 15-7. Jamie King standing outside the three-point arc on the left wing. Back up on top to Lindsay Seawright. Seawright tries the head fake before she passes back to Hulsman. Hulsman loses her dribble and has to settle down. Hands the ball back to Seawright. Seawright with a pass to Mallory Moran. Moran tries the lob to a cutting Hulsman, and she got it just a bit behind her, and it goes out of bounds.
Chris, that was the first somewhat deliberate offense.
It's been pretty much run and gun. As back at the other way comes Lindsay Ottman for Vermilion with her first bucket. Blue team comes running right back. Pass to Jamie King. King's 10-footer is no good. Rebound to Tolvay. Christy Tolvay is going to have about 14 rebounds before this one's over, the way the ball just keeps bouncing to her. Christy Engel's bounce pass is stolen by King. Here comes Jamie King. Dribbling up the floor to Moran. Moran's layup attempt, no good. Attempt for the rebound. Bodies on the floor, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by, it looked like the Red Club. It looked like it went off Lindsay Ottman.
Look like bowling pins out there. Oh, my.
actually went off Jamie King. And now the red team retains possession as Ottman tries to fire a pass in for Ottman. Jamie King steps in front. King running the floor to Moran. Moran's jump shot, no good. Rebound by King, and she lays it in.
I thought that was the second steal by Jamie in this possession down here, and then she comes back and gets that rebound. Great job, Jamie.
And Jamie King with her first two, 17-9 in favor of this blue club here at Avon High School. 30 seconds to go. Looks like they're going to work for the last shot. Christy Engel tries to bounce pass inside to Ottman. Pass too low. Picked up by Lucille Hulsman from Wellington. Hulsman tries to spin move. Ball slips out of her hand, goes out of bounds back to the red club. So a little bit, players have the right idea, Ken. I think their instincts are telling them what to do, but you're right. I think the layoff from basketball is probably keeping causing some problems here. As Christy Engel tries to fire a pass inside to Ottman. It goes off the bottom of the rim. Picked up by the blue team, but stolen away by Tolve. Tolve has a little bit of a problem hanging on to it to Lauren Davis from Vermillion. Davis's runner, no good. Rebound, Engel at the buzzer, no good. Now, Christy Engel had an opportunity from about 8 feet. She missed it, and at that's the end of the first quarter. We've played one quarter of play from Avon High School in this second game of the girls' high school all-star doubleheader, and it is the blue club leading the red by a score of 17-9. We'll be right back on AM 930 WEOL.
Starting off the second quarter,
Welcome back to Avon High School and this girls all-star basketball doubleheader. Right off the start of the second quarter, Christina Shuka from Southview scored on a layup, and here comes the blue team. Blue team with a shot. It was no good, rebounded by Adrian Semrau from Midview. But before the red team could set up the offense, the ball was thrown away and stolen by the blue. And then back and forth it went again. Christina Shuka tried for a steal. It looked like it went off of her and out of bounds. And the blue squad will retain possession.
Chris, these teams, both teams are just up and down this floor tonight. They're very eager to play basketball.
And very eager to get out and run as Trista Barnhart from Avon is running the point. She passes left wing to Michelle Jordan, back up top to Avon Lake's Mallory Moran. Moran inside to Amanda Rowe from open door. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Charlisa Deloney of Clearview. Ahead to Courtney Frederick from Vermillion. Frederick into the forecourt. Left wing to Deloney. Bounce pass inside to Christina Jackson. Jackson's layup no good. Jackson tries to save it. She does, but she saves it to Heather Silva of Admiral King for the blue team. Silva into the forecourt. Silva to Moran. Moran bounce pass. Jordan underneath. Layup no good. Rebound knocked around and out of bounds.
That was a nice job done by the blue team of getting that ball down the floor and getting it down the floor really quick and pretty much under control. They just couldn't get it in the basket that time.
Michelle Jordan will inbound. She's a young lady from Wellington. Bounce pass inside to Moran. Moran's three is off the back iron. No good. Rebound knocked around to Deloney. Ahead to Christina Shuka. Shuka across the timeline. Tries to penetrate. Ball knocked away. A scrum on the floor. Picked up by Deloney for the red team. Over to Courtney Frederick from Vermillion. Vermillion dribbling with the right hand in between the circles. Started by Michelle Jordan. Goes left wing to Deloney. Bounce pass Semrau. Turnaround off the glass and good. Adrian Semrau into the scorebook with two, and it's 17-13.
Such a simple play. You know, a little bounce pass to your post person and turnaround jump shot. Nice job.
Red team back into within four. 17-13 with 6:04 to go in the first half of this girls all-star basketball doubleheader. Want to let you know if you're out in the city of Lorain and you want to see this basketball game, or you're out where Adelphia Cable serves you, WLCS Channel 20 will broadcast this game next week. Joe Bach from the Lorain City Schools is in the house shooting the video. We're proud here to provide the audio here on WEOL. Amanda Rowe with the basketball, tries to dribble, passes back out to Megan Martinez of Lorain Catholic, and before she can get into things, she gets fouled, and the foul is going to go against Christina Shuka. And for Christina, it's her first, and it is the third on the red team. Entering the game now for the red will be Sasha Simmons from Southview. Jordan inbounds to Heather Salva of Admiral King. Salva hands the basketball to Trista Barnhart. Barnhart to Martinez down on the right wing. She's guarded by Simmons as she tries to move over. She's guarded by Shuka. A Southview sandwich, if you will. Bounce pass down low by Trista Barnhart. Barnhart's pass is knocked around, and Michelle Jordan tried to dive for it, but Christina Jackson knocked it out of bounds first, trying to get to it. And the blue team will retain possession. Heather Salva of Admiral King, she's got the one sock up, one sock down look for Admiral King. She's got one sock pulled up to the knee, and I'm not sure she's wearing a sock on her left foot. If she is, it's an ankle sock. I don't see it over her shoes. And the blue team flapping the ball around with some help from the red defense. They play some pretty good defense. Southview used their defense quite effectively getting to the regional semifinals, Ken, and with the 3 Southview players on the floor, you can see that that stifling defense start to be contagious.
Well, when you have 3 players from the same team, you know, that makes a big difference.
And a 3-point goal back at the other end. It's Lauren Davis from Vermilion. She hits a 3, and Lauren Davis has 5 points. Back on the other end, Trista Barnhart tries to answer with a triple. It's no good. Rebounded by Rowe. Her shot is blocked by Semrau. Adrian Semrau from Midview. She's going to have to take the ball up the court. She didn't want to. She started letting it bounce and say, somebody help me out here. Christina Jackson will help her out. As Jackson tries to jump stop in the lane, foot slips out from under her. She's limping a little bit, but it looks like she'll be okay. She's got a smile on her face, so that's good. Megan Martinez with the basketball, tries to bounce down low to Barnhart. Barnhart's layup no good, but she was fouled. She'll head to the line. Trista Barnhart with 5 points in the first quarter. She'll be looking for 6.
Chris, this has been an entertaining ball game right now because both teams are up and down the floor, and they're playing basketball. They're having a good time. Yeah. But maybe, just maybe, one of the coaches down there on one of the benches should kind of say, hey, let's slow down a little bit, just gear down. If we learn any of the offense with our limited practice time, let's run some of the offense and look for some open people.
So this is Trista Barnhart hit the first free throw. She sets, she shoots, and she gets the shooters rolling in. And a quick whistle as we're going to get a substitution. Entering the game is Allie Vargo from Elyria High School. Allie was in the starting lineup for Mike Walsh and Scott Terry, the coaches of the blue team. Scott from Keystone and Mike Walsh from Elyria. Sasha Simmons tries to pass inside for Semrau. It's intercepted. Pass picked off by Heather Salva. Salva bounce pass down the left wing to Megan Martinez. Martinez tried to drive the lane, and she was fouled.
She had a nice job. She was coming down right-handed, made a little crossover dribble, turned to her left and went to the basket, but got fouled. Evidently, that was not a shooting foul, though, was it?
No, I guess not.
No shooting foul, gentlemen.
But the blue team off the restart. Martinez with a shot, no good. Rebounded by Salva, and Salva puts it back up and in. So Heather Salva with 4:15 to go here in the first half. 21-16. The blue team leading the red team in the second game of the girls all-star basketball doubleheader. Ball gets knocked out of bounds, and the red team was guilty of the turnover. So we're going to take a timeout here for substitutions and this radio timeout, if you will. So with 4:11 to play, it's 21-16 in favor of the blue here on AM 930 WEOL. The restart for the blue team was Jamie King with a big jump shot. It looked like she was outside the just inside the three-point arc. It'll count for 2. So it's 4 points for Jamie King, and back the other way we have a jump ball called as King hustled back down the court and got tied up for the basketball with Lauren Davis of Vermilion High School.
Almost looked like a little wrestling match out there.
23-16 in favor of the blue team. Here's Lauren Davis from Vermilion in between the circles. Passes left wing to Sasha Simmons from Southview. Bounce pass to Christy Engel of Brookside. Brookside to Christy Tolvay from Clearview. Tolvay loses the dribble, gets it back, tries to dribble the lane. She has her pocket picked, gets the basketball back to Lauren Davis. Davis, far side wing, back up to Christy Engel. Engel's going to try to penetrate. She's got a shot. Running one-hander, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it's picked up by Lindsay Seawright of Wellington. And Seawright's going to take it up the floor. Seawright wanting to run. Seawright tries to drive the lane. She's cut off. Pass inside to King. King off the glass, no good. Rebound, Lauren Davis of Vermilion. Davis now ahead to Tolvay. Tolvay with knee-high, bright blue Clearview socks wearing here on the basketball floor. Bounce pass cross court to Sasha Simmons. Simmons tries a lob. It's knocked around, and there's a foul down low.
I tell you, Chris, both teams are bringing that ball up and down the floor, and it's like maybe two passes, one pass, maybe two passes, and the ball's going up.
The foul was called on Allie Vargo. It's her first. For the blue team, it's their fifth. Both teams with 5 team fouls as Semrau takes a three. It's no good. Semrau was too strong off the back iron, and as the blue team pulled down the rebound, Christy Engel from Brookside got in the way there, but the blue retained possession. She wasn't able to hang on to the basketball. Great hustle by Christy Engel to get on in front of that basketball. Here's Allie Vargo, passing left wing to Casey Crowther from Amherst. Inside went inside to Seawright. And Seawright with her first bucket of the basketball game. Makes it 25-16 blue. Sasha Simmons now. Tries to lob inside to Semrau. Semrau turnaround jumper good.
Well, there's the story of the two big people in the middle, and that time Semrau won that little battle.
Adrian Semrau with 4. And the lead is 7 for the blue team. As Allie Vargo draws underneath the basket, passes to King. King has her shot blocked. Picked up by Davis from Vermilion over to Semrau, and Semrau was trying to find Christy Tolvay on the far side and tossed it over her head and out of bounds. So Crowther will inbound and restart play for the blue squad. Allie Vargo across the timeline. She's being guarded by Christy Tolvay. Passes to her left to Lucille Hulsman from Wellington. Hulsman to King. King's three, no good. Rebounded, knocked around. It was off the hands of Lindsay Ottman and out of bounds. So the blue club will retain possession as Christina Jackson returns for the red team. For the blue team, Mallory Moran from Avon Lake. And she will inbound. Christina Jackson, by the way, named Miss Basketball 2003 tonight if you're just joining us. Inbound to Jamie King. King's 8-footer, no good. Rebounded by Engel of Brookside. Engel long pass ahead to Tolvay. Tolvay tries to settle it down. Semrau from 16, around the rim, no good. Rebounded Casey Crowther. Crowther over to Moran. Moran dribbling with the right hand across the timeline, into the lane, guarded by Engel. Over to Crowther, to Hulsman from 16, no good. Rebound inside by Seawright. She retains possession. Crowther, three in the air, around the rim, no. Big time rebound by Lucille Hulsman. She swooped in to get to the rebound, and her follow-up shot is no good, but she was fouled.
That was a great rebound by Seawright. Very nicely done.
And the foul is on Christy Tolvay, and for Christy, it's her second personal, the 6th on the red team, and it will send Lucille Hulsman to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Hulsman's first free throw is up and good. Lucille with 3 so far on the night. As Charliza Deloney of Clearview enters the game, Charliza had 4 points in the first quarter. Christy Engel sits down.
I gave Seawright the credit for that rebound when it should have been Hulsman, like you said here, Chris.
Well, she did a fantastic job of swooping in and getting it as Hulsman hits the second free throw. So Lucille has 4.
And she was among some of the big people in there, too. She did a nice job on that.
It's easy to get lost in there with Jamie King and Adrian Semrau and Christina Jackson, and she did a nice job.
You don't even want to be in there sometimes.
Here's Christina Jackson, left wing, tried the lob for Semrau, and it's stolen by Trista Barnhart from Avon. Barnhart ahead to Crowther running the point. Crowther from Amherst steal. Bounce pass left wing, Moran, shot no good, rebound Semrau. Adrian Semrau says, I'm gonna run the floor now. Adrian Semrau trying to take it herself. Semrau, turnaround jumper, rattles the rim and in.
You know, supposedly when you have a post person that could dribble the floor and make a shot like that, you have a legitimate, more than legitimate post person.
Adrian Semrau with 6 all in the quarter as Casey Crowther drains a triple back at the other end. Crowther with 7. as the red team takes a shot. It's bounced around. Rebound back to Tolve. Tolve running one-hander, no good. The rebound tapped around and back to the blue team. Looked like it went off Christina Jackson.
Both teams, Chris, are lucky that they have enough bench people so they could substitute in this ball game.
Yep, 10.6 seconds to
Wow,
go.
this is hectic.
10.6 seconds to go as Seawright shoots the bucket to get it up and in, and she has 4, and that's the end of the first half of play from Avon High School. As it's been an up and down half. The blue team with a 32-20 lead. And we will take this time out here on AM 930 WEOL. It's the girls all-star basketball doubleheader from Avon High School. Here at halftime of tonight's game 2 of the Lorain County Girls Basketball Coaches Association All-Star Game. As we've been telling you throughout the second game, Christina Jackson of Southview High School was named Miss Basketball 2003, courtesy of Coca-Cola. And now Wally Mintus is standing by with the principal at Southview High School, Jay Ferguson.
Well, thank you very much, Chris, and Ken Pogachar up at our announcing booth at the table there. And we are with Jay Ferguson, the principal of Southview High School. Jay, first of all, congratulations on one of your student athletes being named Lorain County Miss Basketball 2003. I know you're a longtime girls basketball coach. You know what it takes to play that sport and also to be a good student, as Christina is. You've got to feel very proud.
Well, it's a situation that I inherited. I feel very fortunate, first off, that there's a lot of people responsible or that put a lot of time into this award, and that includes teachers, coaches, parents, and it's it's a body of work kind of thing. Christina Jackson's a wonderful young lady, and she's going to make some college coach very happy. But there are a lot of other very qualified young ladies that get nominated for this award, so I understand what it takes to get selected and what it means, and also that a lot of things have to go well for you. You have to have your team has to have a good season. Your teammates have to be there as well, because you can look out there and see an Adrian Semrau and a Trista Barnhart and a Jamie King that are all right off the top of my head. I know they're excellent players.
They were some of the top contenders with Christina for that award. The committee went round and around about it, but Christina ends up winning it, and as Chris Coleman said earlier, taking home the hardware, so to speak. But first of all, you touched on the fact she was on a good team. The Southview girls making it to the regionals, and I guess that's the most important thing, because that was a team effort.
Well, that was a terrific team effort. The Lake Erie League is, we played our first year in the Lake Division this year, and it's quite a meat grinder. And we were fortunate that it prepared us very well for the district tournament. We didn't have as good a regular season as we had hoped, and I'm sure that Christina was a little disappointed in the regular season that her numbers were not as the same as they were last year. And that's one of the things that I'm really proud of the selection committee for recognizing, is that her scoring average went down from 22 to 16. But a lot of that had to do with playing against the Menners twice and the Illyrias and the Cleveland Heightses, those kind of things. So I'm very pleased.
A lot of real tough competition in that league, and of course they would make it, not only winning the district and of course against the girls from Admiral King, and you've got close ties over there. That made a lot of Lorain people happy. Now she's got to make a decision, Christina, on college, Jay. How much help does she get in that? Are there counselors at school that help? Is it just her and her family? How does that process work?
Well, for a student athlete, the process has got a lot of people involved. First off, we have a guidance counselor whose basic duty is getting kids prepared into the college application process, financial aid, that sort of thing. She'll be has been working with Christina, in addition to her counselor that's been with her for 4 years. When you're talking about a recruiting situation, then you've got Mark Feldman will be involved. Christina's parents certainly. There's no NBA for the Christina Jacksons of the world, although now you've got the WNBA. But, she and I have talked, and what I've tried to emphasize to her is find some place that offers what you want to study, where you can trade basketball for an education and be happy. And, that's right now what I'm sure that she's, looking into.
Sure, with all that help, she'll end up making the right decision, Jay.
Well, let's hope so, because this is one of the biggest decisions that a high school student can make, is where they will, attend college. And, she's going to have a lot of different opportunities. And what she's got to do, what any student athlete has to do, is consider everything, not just the athletics, in making a decision about a college choice.
Absolutely. Jay, thanks for taking some time to join us. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, Wally. Thanks for everything that you and WEOL do for high school athletics in Lorain County. Not just girls athletics, but all of high school athletics. Your station is a wonderful contributor, and I know how much it means for the kids when they see the WEOL banner hanging in the gym.
And all those WEOL shirts that Tim Alcorn gives out, too. Jay Ferguson, principal at Southview, joining us here at halftime. 32-20. It's the blue over the red in this second game. And when we come back, Chris, do you want it now? Should we send it back to the station for a break?
Well, let's do that. Wally.
Okay.
Let's send it back for this timeout. When we come back, we'll get halftime thoughts from Ken Pogachar, and we'll go over the halftime scoring numbers. This is the Girls High School All-Star Senior Basketball Classic right here on AM 930 WEOL. It's the Lorain County Girls Basketball Coaches Association Senior All-Star Classic as we have the blue squad leading the red by a score of 32-20. Going over the halftime scoring numbers for the blue squad, Wellington's Michelle Jordan with 2 points, Lindsay Seawright from Wellington with 4 points. Also with 4 points, Wellington's Lucille Hulsman. Heather Salva from Admiral King has 4 points, and Jamie King from Admiral King with 4 points. Both leading the way for the blue team with 7 points apiece. Avon's Trista Barnhart and Amherst Steele's Casey Crowther. For the red club, it's Christina Shuka of Southview with 2 points. Adrienne Semrau of Midview with 6 points, all in the second quarter. She leads the red team. Lindsay Ottman of Vermilion has a bucket for 2 points. Christina Jackson has a free throw for 1. Charlisa Deloney from Clearview, a pair of baskets for 4 points, and Lauren Davis of Vermilion has 5 points in the first half. Ken Pogachar, a wild and woolly first half. What kind of observations do you have after the 2 quarters of basketball?
Well, Chris, you hit it right there. It was an extremely fast-paced game, I thought, for an all-star game. And I think what has to happen, though, for one of these teams to kind of like take control, one of the coaches on one of those teams has got to say, hey, let's slow down a little bit. Let's take control, run some offense. If we know the offense, if we've learned any of it, just slow down a little bit. Now, both teams have size, so rebounding for both teams has not really been a problem, it seems. And both teams also have good guards that can control the ball. So you get the size, you get the rebounding, and you get it out to the guards, and they're down the floor. And both teams are doing that, rebounding and kicking it out, and boom, down the floor. But I think somebody's got to slow down a little bit and cut down on their turnovers and rely on maybe one of the better shooters on each squad to put a couple of baskets in here. Maybe some three-pointers.
Okay, well, we'll see which coach employs that strategy, Ken, as I have another thought that we'll have to discuss at another timeout. Okay. As the blue team starts off with possession of the basketball, it's Heather Salva from Admiral King. The turnaround jumper in the lane, no good. Rebound tipped away to Megan Martinez. Martinez shot blocked out of bounds by Christina Jackson from Southview.
I think Martinez is one of the smaller players on the floor right now, Chris.
It looks that way right now, at least.
And she's trying to shoot over those big people.
Yep, she's out there with Courtney Frederick of Vermilion on the red team, and Martinez goes left wing to Allie Vargo from Elyria. Vargo back to Martinez, back to Vargo. Vargo from 18 feet, right there. Allie Vargo from Elyria High School with her first bucket. She has 2. And it's 34-20 in favor of the blue team. The red team moving from left to right on your radio dial.
And that was a little bit of a deliberate offense.
And Christina Shuka back the other way, drains a triple. She has 5. And again, a little bit more slow, Ken, and it's 34-23. Here's Vargo, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound tipped around, back to Vargo. Vargo tries to pass up top, stolen away by Charlisa Deloney. Over to Shuka. Shuka all the way, drives, missed the layup. Rebounded by Deloney. Deloney put back is good.
Nice job.
Charlisa Deloney with 6.
Is that Shuka quick?
Oh my goodness, she has been an impressive since the day she broke on the scene as a sophomore for Southview. Ball tapped out of bounds. The blue team retains possession as Allie Vargo kicks it out to Megan Martinez. Her 3 from the left wing, no good, but she gets the rebound as it's tipped around. Martinez tries a bounce pass. She goes to the floor. Pass is stolen by Lindsay Ottman of Vermilion High School. Cross to Courtney Frederick, also from Vermilion, to Shuka left wing. Shuka down low to the big block, down to Christina Jackson. Jackson shot no good, a rebound, follow no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Trista Barnhart from Avon. Avon tries to push it up the floor, and she lost the ball out of bounds. Christina Shuka
maybe
responsible.
they'd call either a charge or a block on that one, but it went out of bounds.
No, they let him play on that one.
Yeah.
Shuka knocked it out of bounds, and Martinez now from Lorain Catholic trying to dribble it in over the forecourt. She has it taken away. Christina Jackson ahead to Shuka. Shuka all alone drives and scores. Christina Shuka with 7. And that red team's starting to creep back into it. They're down just 7, 34-27 with 5:52 to go in the third quarter. Heather Salvo with a long 3, no good. The long rebound goes out of bounds, and the red team keeps possession of the basketball. It was Vermilion's Lindsay Ottman to inbound, and she'll inbound it to her teammate, Courtney Frederick. Frederick to Clearview, Charliza Deloney on the right wing. Deloney's going to drive around to Heather Salvo pick, puts up the 14-footer, no good. Rebounded Trista Barnhart. Barnhart from Avon, the county's leading scorer, takes it across the timeline into the forecourt. Ahead to Open Doors, Amanda Rowe. Rowe's 8-footer, no good. Rebound tipped around to Allie Vargo. Vargo to a cutting Martinez, lays it up and in. Megan Martinez with her first basket. And it's 36-27. Blue team is back the other way. We have a foul.
It's always nice when you have somebody off the ball, like you say, cutting to the basket or cutting somewhere, trying to get open. Martinez did a nice job on that.
She had an open lane to the basket. Megan Martinez has had some trouble with shots getting blocked throughout the game. And Christina Jackson off the inbounds pass tried to lay up. She had a shot blocked, but she was fouled. Well, the foul was on Heather Rowe from Open Door. For Heather, it's her first. For the red team, or the blue team rather, it's the second team foul, and Christina Jackson hits the first free throw. Jackson with 1 point in the first half. She now has 2, and she looks for her third point of the ball game here at the line. Shoots and hits, and that sound you hear, the swishing, is brought to you by Journey Around Music.
Whoosh.
The sounds of the game brought to you here from Journey Around Music here on WEOL. We appreciate all their support. A steal in the backcourt by Christina Shuka. Shuka comes back and lays it in. Christina Shuka starting to assert herself a bit as she has 9 points, and the red team is pulled to within 5 with 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. Barnhart backs in on Jackson. Turnaround jumper, good. Trista Barnhart with 9. She leads the blue team with 9 points. Barnhart tries for a steal down the other end, bounced it off her knee and out of bounds. So the red team will, well, I guess it did come off a red player, so the blue team will stick with it. Michelle Jordan from Wellington to inbound. She inbounds to Barnhart. Barnhart guarded at half court by Charliza Deloney of Clearview. Gets into a trap there with Ottman from Vermilion. Pass to Rowe. Rowe's 10-footer, no good. Rebounded by Christina Jackson of Southview. Miss basketball, takes it into the forecourt to Shuka. Right wing 3, back iron, no good. Rebound all the way out to Courtney Frederick from Vermilion. Vermilion's shot, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound to Shuka. Shuka's going to try to drive the lane. She's fouled. Foul looks like it's going to go against Michelle Jordan of Wellington.
Well, in that sequence of plays down here, there were hardly any blue jerseys under the basket to get any of the rebounds. It was all the red team.
Now the foul was on Michelle Jordan, and at 4:08, we've reached radio timeout time from Avon High School. The blue team leads the red all-star team in this Lorain County Girls High School Basketball All-Star doubleheader here on AM 930 WEOL. Welcome back to Avon High School. Chris Coleman, Ken Pogachar, Wally Mintus here with you from Avon High School for this girls basketball doubleheader. The red team with the basketball, Adrian Semrau. To Lauren Davis from Vermilion, inside to Simmons. Simmons pass, no good, rebounded by Jackson. Christina Jackson now trying to get it underneath the hoop. She keeps it to Lauren Davis for Vermilion. Davis 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around to Christy Engel of Brookside, and she was fouled coming down. The foul down low was go under the basket.
I think it was against Jamie King.
Okay, so for Jamie King, that would be Jamie's first. And the red team continues. They're moving pretty quick here, Ken. We want to talk about something here, and something I've noticed from watching these two girls' teams play is the red team turns it over. Moran for Avon Lake had it. She lost it to Semrau. Semrau had to Christina Jackson. Her layup's no good. Rebounded by Wellington's Hulsman. Ahead to Moran for Avon Lake. Back to Hulsman. Hulsman tried to pass down low to Jamie King, and it goes out of bounds. Well, with all the turnovers we've seen, though, Ken, we've seen a lot of spirited play. Do you think that's a fact that a lot of these girls, more and more girls are starting to play together in the summer leagues and AAU that allows them to have maybe a little more chemistry with these with the other girls from other teams that they may not see all the time?
Well, I think that's probably a factor, but you know, the time element is so distant, you know, from the summer till now. A lot of these girls, it's just the fact that they're so athletic.
Christy Engel with the basketball, right wing. As the red team moves from left to right on your radio dial. Engel reverses it. Simmons for three off the front, in the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded Jamie King. King whips it down the floor to Michelle Jordan. Jordan tries the layup, missed it. Rebounded by Seawright, Lindsay Seawright from Vermilion. Her shot was no good, and the rebound was knocked out of bounds.
All of a sudden, it seems like both teams are getting some good shots at the basket, but the ball's not going through the hoop for them.
All right, there's a little bit more pressure underneath the basket, too. It looks like people are coming back. 4 team fouls now here in the first half for the blue team. None for the red team as the blue leads the red 38-31 with 2:52 to go here in the third quarter from Avon High School. Thank you so much for joining us here on AM 930 WEOL. This is the Lorain County Girls All-Star Basketball Classic, where Christina Jackson was introduced as Lorain County's Miss Basketball 2003, the standout from Southview High School. Here's Christy Engel between the circles. Passes it out to Vermilion's Lauren Davis. Davis trying to drive the baseline around Jamie King, and King is going to force Davis to step on the end line and turn it over.
Very nice defense by Jamie.
This is Michelle Jordan with the basketball now for Wellington. She's going to dribble it up across half court into the forecourt. Pass left wing to her high school teammate, Lucille Hulsman. Back out to Seawright, now to Melanie Moran from Avon Lake. Moran reverses it, back to Jordan, inside to King. King loses it to Jordan. Now Jordan's going to try baseline, dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. No, I guess not. I guess they'll say it went off the foot of Lindsay Ottman from Vermilion. The blue team retains possession. Jordan under her own basket. Lobs it into King. King for three! Left it short, rebounded by Brookside's Christy Engel. Engel being hounded in the backcourt by Lindsay Seawright. She finds Southview's Sasha Simmons, and Simmons pushes it up the floor to Semrau from 24 feet, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Davis inside to Engel. Engel running shot, no good. Rebound by the blue team. It's Jordan to Hulsman. Hulsman will take it into the forecourt. Hulsman up in the big tall tree there against Semrau. Her shot no good. I think she changed the direction of that one.
Oh, absolutely.
Adrian Semrau, 6'2", pulled down the rebound, and then as she tried to pass it ahead to Christy Engel, the pass went out of bounds.
You know, just the presence of a big body sometimes in that paint area. You're coming down and with the ball, just the fact that you got to meet somebody taller than you and you change direction or your thinking changes very quickly.
Minute 35 to go in the third quarter is Jamie King with a turnaround jumper off the glass. Jamie King with 6.
She does that so well. Very, very nicely done.
She's another player who's come a long way since she was a sophomore playing for Paul Bieber at Admiral King. It's 40-31 now in favor of that blue club after Jamie King's jumper. And as Christy Engel from Brookside tried to take it down the floor, it was knocked out of bounds by a player from the blue team. So Lauren Davis of Vermilion will inbound under her own basket. Christina Shuka of Southview re-enters the contest. She comes in the game with 9 points, 7 of them scored here in this third quarter. Christy Engel's going to sit down. Engel scoreless so far on the night. Shuka takes the inbounds pass, tries to drive the lane. Her shot's blocked, kicks it out to Semrau. Semrau gonna penetrate. Semrau from 11 feet. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound tapped around and out of bounds. And by the reaction of Lindsay Ottman, it looks like the ball is going to be retained by that red team with a minute to play here in the third quarter. Glad you could join us. Chris Coleman, Ken Pogachar, Wally Mintus here on the air. Kevin Mayer is our on-site engineer, doing another fantastic job. Terry Howell back on the board. The red team showing some patience and some good ball movement. Cross-court pass from Christina Shuka to Sasha Simmons. The two Southview teammates hooking up as Semrau has it. Semrau baseline jumper from 8 feet, no good. Lorain Davis with the rebound, head fake, layup, no good. Ottman actually had it, and Ottman lost the rebound to Jamie King. King ahead to Melanie Moran. And Mallory Moran, as she was going to the basket, was fouled. And Moran was fouled by Semrau, and for Adrian, that'll be her first. And it'll be the first as a team on the red club, and that will send Mallory Moran to the free throw line, the standout from Avon Lake, wears number 24 tonight on her blue jersey. And her first free throw is around the rim and out. Moran scoreless so far on the night, looking for her first point of the contest with 38.6 seconds to go, third quarter. And Moran's second free throw is up and good. So Moran with a point. That officially gets just about everybody from the blue team in the scorebook. Is coming back the other way. Shuka with a 12-footer, no good. Rebound tipped around to Semrau. Semrau bounce pass inside to Lorain Davis. Davis didn't have a shot, so she dribbled it back out to Simmons. Simmons with 19 seconds left tries a three, no good. Rebounded by the blue team, Lucille Hulsman of Wellington. Hulsman tries to take it into the forecourt, dribbles it off her knee. Adrian Semrau picks it up. Semrau's now going to take it into the forecourt, dribbling with her right hand. Out ahead to Lorain Davis from Vermillion. Her triple attempt is no good. It was rebounded by Lindsay Ottman as time expires on the third quarter. We have 3 quarters in the books in this second game of 2 from Avon High School. It's the Lorain County Girls All-Star doubleheader, and it is 41-31 in favor of the red team with 8 minutes to play here on AM 930 WEOL.
Kids, here's my favorite animal. Strong, intelligent, ethical, dependable, compassionate, and patriotic. By the way, where's John?
Intelligent, strong, ethical, dependable, compassionate, and patriotic.
When you help your neighbors, you help your nation. Everyone can do something.
Visit us at usafreedomcorps.gov.
When I was senator, I did a lot
After that, I was able to orbit the Earth in a great big rocket ship.
Let's go!
Red team moving quickly to start the fourth quarter. Christina Shuka had a shot go short. It was rebounded by Amanda Rowe of Open Door. And now the blue team on the move. Trista Barnhart with a layup back at the other end, and Barnhart gets her layup to go in. So Trista Barnhart with 11. She leads all scorers with 11 points on the game.
Chris, we're down here on the bench. We can just take a second with Mark Feldman.
Sure, absolutely.
He's up off the bench again, and Mike Walsh laughs about that. You remember what Mike said?
Right.
How many times that Mark would get up off the bench. However, we do have an injury on the floor, Chris.
You know, it looks like Courtney Frederick of Vermillion may have taken a shot to the mush.
Yep, she's got one in the eye.
To borrow a hockey phrase, that'll bring Brookside's Christy Engel back into the game. And you know, Wally, this Mark Feldman interview may have to wait, as Mark is attending to Miss Frederick there on the bench. Looks like she'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so. She got poked in the eye. Is that what the injury is, Mark, to Courtney there?
Yeah, she got poked in the eye. She's okay.
You asked me if I had any ideas. Don't ask me. I know you've been trailing most of the way here.
I know you guys have ideas. I listen to you guys broadcast. I know you guys have all kinds of ideas. So you know what? Let me see the microphone. Wally, you make the call.
Well, hey, Jackson at the free throw line. I think she'll make them both. How's that? That'll get you on your way.
No, Christina just had one as her shot was.
Well, I missed her making that basket.
Okay, the basket.
Mike Walsh is right.
She got the basket, missed the free throw. The rebound was by the blue team, and before the blue team can get it across the forecourt, they turn it over. So now the red squad will inbound, and it's Charlisa Deloney of Clearview. She'll inbound to Christina Shuka of Southview. Shuka pass right wing to Christy Engel of Brookside. Bounce pass inside to Jackson. She's got nothing going. Back to Engel. Engel running jump shot around the rim. No. Rebound Sasha Simmons of Southview. Simmons in between Heather Salva of Admiral King and Amanda Rowe of Open Door, and she couldn't get anything going, so Simmons goes to the line.
Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go.
6 team fouls now on the blue team, and before too long, red team's going to be 1-1. Sasha Simmons goes to the line. Simmons has yet to score in the basketball game. Her first free throw is off the back of the rim, no good.
Chris and Ken with the Leary girls coach here, Mike Walsh. Mike, you got to hang on to this lead, but it looks as if they're going to be hitting 1-on-1s here shortly.
Oh, yeah, I feel right at home. It's 6 fouls to 1. I feel like I'm playing at Southview.
Boy.
Hopefully we'll be able to hang on.
Oh, well, your Allie Vargo is going to shoot free throws here.
She shot 100% from the line this year, so 4 for 4.
Not bad. I like her chances. Hey, good luck the rest of the way. So we hear from the embattled head coaches down here, Chris and Ken. Mark and Mike have been going at it all night.
Take our shirt. Oh no, roll our sleeves up. Take our shirts off. Roll our sleeves up. Something like that.
Well, Allie Vargo went to the hoop hard and was fouled, and so she gets to the free throw line. And
so now she's 5 of 5 on the year, I guess.
Right. Her first free throw is up and good. She now has 2. Thanks, Wally, for talking to the coaches there. It's always more fun to talk to a coach during an all-star game. They're usually not necessarily into it here at this time. And
that's a good way of putting it, Chris.
Vargo missed the second free throw, and on the rebound, the ball went out of bounds back to the blue team. Casey Crowther from Amherst Steel is back in the game. She will inbound, and the inbounds pass is tipped around, and we've got an over and back call against Allie Vargo. She got the ball and in the forecourt, and then got her heel on the backcourt as Adrian Semrau returns now for the red team.
That was a tough call. I don't know about that. I'd have to look at that TV replay next week. That was a tough call.
Yeah, Semrau with 6 points re-enters the game. She has the basketball now out to Shuka. Shuka for 3, good! Christina Shuka with 12. She now leads all scores, and it's 44-39 in favor of the blue team with 6:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. Allie Vargo gets herself into the corner, tries to pass to Trista Barnhart. Barnhart's shot blocked by Semrau. To Charliza Deloney from Clearview, ahead to Southview Sasha Simmons. Simmons will walk it into the forecourt. Simmons takes a 3, good!
Wow.
Sasha Simmons with 4. And it's 44-42, just like that. We have ourselves a basketball game. Here's Vargo. Her shot blocked by Christina Jackson, and on the rebound, Amanda Rowe got tied up with Adrian Semrau, and the ball on alternating possessions will be turned over to the red squad. So the red has a chance to tie or take the lead with 5:55 here to go, fourth quarter.
It's amazing how quickly those three-point shots will bring you back into a ball game.
Now Christina Shuka with the basketball. She tried a shot, no good. Rebounded by Heather Salva of Admiral King. Pass over to Megan Martinez of Lorain Catholic. Martinez tries to take it up the forecourt, and Christina Jackson got a whole bunch of basketball, and in the attempt at that, got a whole bunch of Megan Martinez as well.
Well, Megan is a tough competitor, but her size right now is going to limit her, especially when she's going to go up against and getting trapped by other girls that are at least 6 inches taller than her. That's a tough job to do.
Well, she showed a lot of toughness, taking it to the hole a few times strong. It's a tough order. You can't be afraid in there. Megan Martinez definitely not showing any fear tonight. So the blue team now with the basketball. It's Trista Barnhart from Avon in between the circles. She's going to go right wing to Martinez. Martinez dribbles around a double team to Barnhart. Barnhart now also double teamed as the red team is trying to trap and double team whoever has the basketball. Barnhart's Joe good. Rebound tapped around. It goes back to the red team. It was off of Admiral King's Heather Salva with 5:15 to go. Charliza Deloney from Clearview, is she and her teammate both, Christy Tolvay of Clearview, wearing the Clearview Clipper blue socks pulled up to the knees. It's in the fashion statement that Clearview's making tonight. There's Vermilion's Lindsay Ottman with a turnaround jumper, no good, rebounded by Heather Salva. Salva taking it into the forecourt all by herself, and she'll be fouled by Lindsay Ottman as she gets across the timeline.
Well, the red team had an opportunity there to either tie the game or go ahead by 1 point.
And they haven't been able to do it. Trista Barnhart drives baseline. Her shot's no good, but she'll go to the free throw line as she was fouled. And the foul will go against Lindsay Ottman from Vermilion.
Ottman got hurt on that play a little bit. I don't know if she got maybe hit in the side with an elbow.
Now here's Trista Barnhart, Lorain County's leading scorer this year at the line. She hits her first. Barnhart with 11, now 12 to share game-high scoring honors with the red team's Christina Shuka. And Shuka pretty much has done most of her damage in the second half. Barnhart's second free throw up and good, and that sound you hear is the sounds of the game. Brought to you by Journey Around Music in Elyria. We thank them so much for providing us with the basket mics and their support of basketball on AM 930 WEOL. Coming back the other way, a foul on the blue team, and we're going to go into the 1-and-1. So the red team now, for the next 4 minutes and 49 seconds of this All-Star girls basketball game, going to be shooting free throws. And Ken, I've covered several boys and girls high school basketball All-Star games here in Lorain County, and I have to tell you, I think this is the first time I've seen a team go to the 1-and-1.
I don't know what to say about that. That's interesting. So you're saying most of the time they don't call the fouls in these games, huh?
Well, they don't call them all. Or it's rare that somebody gets in the bonus.
I understand.
It was not a shooting foul, apparently. So the red team retained possession, but they didn't get a basket there, and the blue team is back on it. Lorain Catholic's Megan Martinez has it to Barnhart. Barnhart's long three off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Charliza Deloney of Clearview. She'll whip the pass down to Lauren Davis from Vermilion. Davis pass back to her teammate, to Ottman, back to Davis. Davis three in the air, off the rim and in. They're gonna give it a 2. She said she was on the line. So Lauren Davis now with 7 points, and it's 46-44 in favor of the blue team rather. 3:55 to go here in this fourth quarter, and we have a timeout, and of course it's that 4-minute radio timeout. 46-44, the blue team over the red team at this Lorain County girls basketball doubleheader on AM 930 WEOL Elyria Lorain. We'll be right back. Back to live action at Avon High School. Chris Coleman, Ken Pogachar, Wally Mintus here with you from Avon High School as this is game 2 of the girls high school basketball All-Star Classic. 3:50 to go here in this basketball game as Megan Martinez for the blue team has the basketball with a 46-44 lead. Over to Lindsay Seawright of Wellington. She tries to drive the baseline. Her shot blocked out of bounds by Adrian Semrau. And on the way out, it hit Seawright on the shoulder, went out of bounds. The red team now with possession. The red team down a pair as Courtney Frederick from Vermilion comes back into the game. She passes out to Sasha Simmons, and Simmons drains a bucket. Sasha Simmons now with 6, and this game is tied at 46 with 3.5 to play. Martinez, lob pass in to Jamie King. King's shot blocked by Semrau. And on the rebound, it was Sasha Simmons, and as Simmons tried to push it up to court, she was tripped up. Looked like, again, trying to get the number here on the jersey. It was on Lindsay Seawright.
Adrian Semrau must have at least a half a dozen block shots. At least.
It seems that way for sure. And Sasha Simmons went to the floor hard, but she's okay as a pass inside to Semrau was denied, stolen by Jamie King. Ahead to Megan Martinez from Lorain Catholic. Megan wants to run. Kicks it to Seawright. She thinks about the 3, but then before you know it, she's being hounded by one of Vermilion's standouts. It would be Ottman. Back to Martinez, to Hulsman. Hulsman from Wellington's three-pointer was no good. It started to go out of bounds, and as Lindsay Seawright tried to save it inbound, she hit the back of the backboard, and that is out of bounds, and the red team gets the ball back. Game tied at 46 with 2:45 to play. Here's Semrau for 3, good! Adrian Semrau from 22 feet. Her first points of the second half, and they're huge. The red team has clawed back. They now have a 3-point lead, 49-46. Mallory Moran tries to answer with a 3. Her triple is off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Christy Tolve, and before Tolve could push the ball up the floor, she walked with the basketball. 9 points for Semrau.
I didn't think it was allowed for post people to shoot threes. Why does it say that in the rule books?
In the pregame, Mike Walsh told Wally Mintus that he was going to tell his girls, have fun, shoot threes. Well,
they're doing
Adrian Semrau's not on Mike Walsh's team. She's on the team that's coached by Kim Kaufman of Midview and Mark Feldman of Southview, and I'm sure Kim Kaufman said, hey, Adrian, go out and have fun. Show them you can do it. If you can, do it, and she did. So 2:23 to go here in this in this basketball game. 49-46. The red team now in the lead. They have not had the lead at all in this basketball game. They were down 17-9 after one, down 32-20 after two. After three, they were down 10 at 41-31. So they have actually come back with an 18-5 run since the start of the fourth quarter. They've been helped out a lot by Sasha Simmons, who has had 6 points in this quarter. Christina Jackson has had several points in this quarter. Christina Shuka has had, 10 of her 12 points in the second half. Blue team inbounds at half court. Mallory Moran inside to Hulsman, kicks it back out to Jamie King from 19 feet, no good. Rebounded by Vermilion's Lauren Davis. Davis to Tolve from Clearview. Christy Tolve into the forecourt, loses control of the basketball, now retains the dribble, but her pass is stolen away by Lucille Hulsman. Hulsman's gonna try to go in for the layup. Shot blocked by Semrau. Go! Adrian Semrau. I kind of had that feeling, Ken. Adrian was the only young lady back there for the red team, and
I'll tell you, she started her sprint at half court down here, Chris, and caught up. That is amazing.
A minute 56 to go. The shot was blocked out of bounds, so the blue team retains possession as Christy Engel from Brookside re-enters the basketball game for Southview's Sasha Simmons. Michelle Jordan from Wellington with the basketball. Pass inside to Jamie King. Her hook shot up, no good. Rebounded by Southview's Christina Jackson. Jackson starts to push it and pulls it back. Passes it to Engel. Engel being guarded down there by Mallory Moran from Avon Lake.
Nice
pass
job.
inside to a cutting Christy Tolve, and she lays it in.
Great pass.
Christy Tolve with her first bucket of the game. She has two, and it's 51-46 in favor of the red. Well, Ken, we were expecting an up and down exciting one, and we've had it so far here. Here's Wellington's Michelle Jordan. Jordan inside to King. Hook shot, air ball. Rebounded by Lauren Davis of Vermilion. Davis starts to dribble it up and then stops to Tolve. Tolve stops outside the three-point arc, whips it down low to Christina Jackson, who lays it in. Christina Jackson with 8. And a timeout on the floor. Timeout called by the red team, and with a minute 6 to go in this girls all-star basketball doubleheader, game number 2, the red team is up 53-46, and they called a timeout.
Chris and Ken?
Yep.
Chris and Ken, I found out during the voting for Lorain County Miss Basketball, which Southview's Christina Jackson won, that Adrian Semrau ended her high school career with the 3rd most block shots in Ohio girls history. So, yeah, I know, like you said, she's got it 7 or 8 tonight. I guess it's no surprise.
Now a minute to play here now in the fourth quarter. It's a 53-46 lead now for the red team, a 7-point lead, and nice heads-up play by Amanda Rowe of Open Door. Michelle Jordan took a shot. It was an air ball as it was starting to go out of bounds. Jordan, it was Rowe that went for it, Ken, and she bounced it off of Christy Engel. She couldn't save it to anyone, so she bounced it off Engel. It went out of bounds, and the blue team retains possession. They've got a big hole to climb, though. 55 seconds to play. They're down 7. Inbounds to Lindsay Seawright of Vermilion. Seawright hits. Seawright with 6. Her first points in the second half, and a foul down underneath the basket. As Christy Tolve is going to go to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1, I think, or we're not going to go shoot free throws. It's 9th team foul on the blue team.
That blue basket seemed like it was the first points in a long time for them.
Right. Seemed like it for sure. Well, no free throws here. Christina Shuka gets the inbounds pass. Shuka takes it all the way down, misses the runner. Rebounded by Amanda Rowe. Rowe's going to try to take it all the way herself. Christina Jackson, however, trying to make a steal, pokes it out of bounds. They've taken a lot of time off the clock, this blue team has now. 35 seconds to go,
left.
But now they're down only 5. Here's Michelle Jordan. Bounce pass to Lucille Hulsman. Hulsman tries to go up for the shot, lost it. Amanda Rowe tried to pick it up and dribbled it out of bounds.
You know, that turnover right there, Chris, may have just done it then for the red team here.
It looks that way. 25 seconds to go, 53-48 the red team. Christina Shuka
to the ball.
Whips it to Christy Engel, and a timeout called by the red club. We're going to keep it right here. As I'm sure Mark Feldman Wally would probably just say, okay, girls, settle down, don't turn it over, just, let's try to dribble the clock out. You're up 5 points here. You played a great game. You did a great job in coming back.
I think he's going to try to set up like a four-corner offense, as they call it, and just maybe weave the ball out in front here, keep it out on the perimeter. There's no sense for them to really go and score. All they have to do now is take care of the ball for a little over 20 seconds, and they win this ball game.
And Mike Walsh was on the floor talking with Larry Reardon, one of the officials. Now Larry comes over to Mr. Ballantyne and Mr. Novak, the other officials, and I don't know what message he relayed from Mike Walsh, but I guess Mike was just begging for some calls over there.
You think coaches do that, beg for calls?
In an all-star game of all things. Charlisa Deloney of...
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, Charlisa Deloney of Clearview trying to
Now
inbound.
you know what Walsh was telling the referees. Count by 2, 2, 4, and it's time.
She waited too long, the 5-second violation. Blue team with the ball right back. Amanda Rowe tried to take a jump shot, and Rowe was fouled. So Amanda Rowe will go to the free throw line. As it looked like the foul was called on Christy Engel. And here's Amanda Rowe at the free throw line. Rowe has not scored yet, so she's looking to get in the book. And Amanda misses her first free throw attempt. Amanda Rowe, the young lady from Open Door, Player of the Year in Division 4. Player of the Year in... and she hits it. So she gets her first free throw, and Amanda Rowe is now in the book, and that, according to my totals, puts everybody in the scorebook for the blue team. Going to give her another free throw shot here. 53-49 the score for the red. Rowe's free throw up and good. So Rowe, I guess, hits them both, and it's 53-50. 15 seconds to go. Christina Shuka trying to dribble out the clock. Pass to Christina Jackson. Jackson tries a three. Her shot's blocked from behind by Rowe, but Christina Rowe got a lot of Christina Jackson, and Christina Jackson will go to the free throw line looking for her 9th and 10th points of the basketball game.
That's nice. Rowe went over there and shook Christina's hand. They're having a little fun yet.
And that's the whole idea of this. You won't be disappointed about your season ending in this kind of a game. It's an honor to be here and to be selected for this game. And these are all seniors here, so for a lot of them, this is one of their last basketball games that they'll play. You know, may play a pickup game here and there in college, but for the most part, some of these girls will play in college, but many of them, this will be it for them. Jackson hits the first free throw, and Jackson hits them both, as again, you heard the sounds of the game from Journey Around Music, that swishing sound. It's one of the most beautiful sounds in basketball. Christina Jackson will sit down with 10 points as Lauren Davis of Vermillion re-enters the basketball game. With 9 seconds to go, Mallory Moran from Avon Lake to Rowe. Rowe, 18-footer, no good. Rebound tapped around to Christina Shuka, and that's the basketball game. The red team, with an amazing comeback, down 10 at the end of 3 quarters, has come back to win by a score of 55-50. This is the Lorain County High School Girls All-Star Basketball Classic from Avon High School on AM 930 WEOL. Welcome back to Avon High School as we have completed tonight's Lorain County High School Girls All-Star Basketball Classic from Avon High School. Chris Coleman here with you. Thank you for joining us here on AM 930 WEOL, as well as WLCS Channel 20, where you will see this on Adelphia Cable Channel 20 next week, thanks to Joe Bach and the folks from the Lorain City Schools. In Game 1, 40-33, the blue team won, and in Game 2, we thought the blue team was going to win again, but the red team came storming back, down 10 at the end of 3, to win Game 2 by a score of 55-50. Going over the individual and final scoring numbers for tonight's basketball game for that Royal Blue team. Michelle Jordan from Wellington with 2 points. Lindsay Seawright also of Wellington with 6. Trista Barnhart from Avon, she led all scores for the blue team with 12 points. It was a 2-point night for Lorain Catholic's Megan Martinez. 4 points each for Lucille Hulsman from Wellington and Allie Vargo of Elyria. Mallory Moran's from Avon Lake had a free throw for 1 point. It was Heather Salva from Admiral King with 6 points. Amanda Rowe from Open Door got 2 free throws there late in the basketball game for a pair. And Jamie King of Admiral King had 6 points on the basketball game tonight. For the red team, Clearview's Christy Tolve with 2 points. Christina Shuka from Southview led all scorers from the red team. She had 12 points. It was Courtney Frederick did not score in the game, but she played a considerable role, the young lady from Vermilion. Sasha Simmons from Southview, 6 points, all in the fourth quarter as the red team made their comeback. She had a free throw, a triple, and a big layup to help the red team get to the lead. Adrian Semrau of Midview, 9 points and at least a half dozen block shots and just as many rebounds. Jarita Evans from Oberlin did not play. Christy Engel of Brookside was scoreless in tonight's game. It was 2 points for Vermilion's Lindsay Ottman. 10 points for Christina Jackson from Southview. Christina Jackson, as we've mentioned throughout the game, named Miss Basketball 2003 in Lorain County. Clearview Charliza Deloney had 6 points, and Vermilion's Lauren Davis finished the night with 7. So Ken Pogachar, a good night for Lorain County girls basketball. A great showcase again as these young ladies got the opportunity to show off one last time their skills and the opportunity to play with some of the other great players in the county from this past season.
Chris, I always think this is a great venue here, the school that they're at, and we've had some excellent ball games in past years with the all-star teams, and you know, this is the last game, the last hurrah for all these seniors, and I was very impressed with both ball games tonight. The second game, especially the up tempo, the high caliber of competition, and the people that were here enjoyed a good ball game. A lot of crowd into it tonight, and it's just a fabulous time for these kids. And for most of them, it'll probably be their last high school ball game, and they went out really, really well in style. They did well. And you know, Ken, I think with that, I think we should wrap it up. Great idea. It's been a long day. Hey, thank you so much for all the time. We want to thank Wally Mintus for providing play-by-play coverage in Game 1 as well as sideline color interviews during Game 2 tonight. We want to thank the folks at Coca-Cola for providing us with the opportunity to hear about Miss Basketball as well as interview Christina Jackson from Southview High School. Congratulations to Christina and Southview High School for her being named Lorain County's Miss Basketball 2003. This Game 2 of the Girls Basketball Coaches Association Senior All-Star Basketball doubleheader in Lorain County at Avon High School has been brought to you by your neighborhood Burger King restaurants and by the Lorain Medina Rural Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy partner. For Terry Howell, the man running the station at WEOL Studio Control, Kevin Mayer, our on-site engineer who got us on the air, kept us there, and kept us company, did a fantastic job. Ken Pogachar and Wally Mintus, I'm Chris Coleman from Avon High School. Again, 55-50, the red over the blue in Game 1, the blue over the red 40-33 in Game 1. Have a great night, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.